Welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our weekly game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. I'm Scott Nicholson, your game master for the evening, and this is episode 13. Let's say hello to our students who are already here. Michael Jackson!
Oh, what's up? I'm wearing a sweater and a robe.
Erica Webb!
Hey!
Dale!
Hello, I am Just Guy.
Returning,
Just Guy.
Tanner Messer.
It me!
And special guest, his last episode for a long time, Jes Bardsley.
What's up? I guarantee at least one person is going to be bald this episode.
Better not be me.
This is an evil campaign, and that means it's rated R for foul language, foul imagery, and explicit photos. Welcome back
Ooh.
to Dragontooth Academy. Alright, last episode. Bognak has returned as an undead with servitor bones, a battering ram leg, his best friend Orteo's hand, a new eye, and a nice empty mechanical chest cavity. All carefully crafted by Professor Inger. She only asked from Bognak to set up a date with Professor Evening Plume in return. Will Hamming has reread his entire life history and shows Bognak exactly where the entrance is to his lost treasure, deep under the school. Professor Evening Plume has been taking trips down there. Artheon Hallowchild is not intimidated by Bognak's return, nor whatever knowledge he possesses of his vampiric state. Penny successfully crossbreeds Talunkin and Vane and lands a fill-in position on the Venom Run cheer squad. Ooh, ooh. B discovers Helen Shields is dead, and Reve has taken over. Yumi's influence over the bleed and the entire student body falls into question. B also almost loses her hand to a crawling Headmaster Fetale clone thing. That was really fun. Meanwhile, Headmaster Fetale plans to wrap up her internal investigation of Fendaga followers in a week, then bounce. In the meantime, she has been in her office. After passing Yumi Jougoui in the hallways, she extends an invitation to have drinks. Yumi Jougoui accepts, and together, they have a little chat. But before that chat, the secret entrance into Will Hammings' buried treasure has been opened, and Tailor has found a hatch. B has jumped down and quickly slides down a ladder into darkness, yelling out for a Jessamine Tully. And Penny is quickly after behind her. Tailor, Monty, and Bognak watch as the secret magical bookshelf door closes. Russ Quinn in shock, watching out. Monty looks at Bognak and exasperated but excited. Well, after you.
Could we have invited Russ? Nah.
Nah, he'll be alright.
Yeah. I'll go first. And then I follow everybody else down. I guess this horrifying hole. I guess, should anybody check for a trap? We don't have a road.
I'm already down there, so I probably found it if there is one.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's our track checker is B, because she just runs ahead. Cool. I go down. Monty, you coming?
He looks Tailor. You want to go down?
I'm in. I'm all in. So your call. If you're coming or not, I'm with Bognak. I'm
coming. I'm just being polite.
I already forgot your new name, Bognak. I apologize. No one's listening, right? No one.
Yeah, it's just us.
You're in an isolated little room.
Cool. Gobcab. Gob.
King Gob.
Something? King Gob. Right.
King Gob.
I knew Gob was in there. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm going.
All right.
I'm gonna let Monty go first.
Oh, you want Monty to go first?
Yeah, I want Monty to go first.
Okay. All right. Cool. Monty will go first before you guys, and then what's the order?
I'll take up the rear.
Oh, I will take up your rear.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Monty, Tailor, Bognak going down this ladder. As you guys have gone, Monty has given you guys the ability to see down in the darkness pretty far, actually. It's really far, but as you can't really see past everyone going down the ladder underneath you. B is looking down. She can see in the dark. She's just furiously going. But you're going and going and going. And B, you're going to, I don't know, after 10 minutes of like sliding down it or crawling down it, hit the bottom. There's a torch maybe 15 feet from you, and you see this like raw rocks of a cavern going inside, spider webs in the wall, maybe blocking the path, and on the ground is a skeleton with one of the student robes on, with a big sword through its chest, and a book flown open and spider webs all over it.
So I guess B's first instinct is she looks around and she doesn't see Essamine, so that kind of initial, like, ass chasing, I guess is the best way to, like, call it, just kind of calms down a little, and I bet she'll at least wait for Penny to get down before she makes any crazy moves. I don't know how far behind the other three are, but she won't just tear off into nothingness, this time, at least.
All right, as the other ones are going down, Penny's getting there. She's not quite there. You were very fast. The three dudes are going down the ladder. Monty's gonna, tell Bognak, even though we're kind of competing for the same thing with Inger, you've been already really nice to me. And there's something about you that people here don't have, which he likes to call kindness. He written in the Dewey Decimal pile. The Dewey pile.
The kindness does fall in the Dewey. I thought it would fall in the other, but I appreciate it, man. You've been real good. And Bognak's really awkward going down as well because he's like
super long
got
arm.
like the one long arm, and he's got like a peg leg. He's still trying to figure out, so he can't like even feel he's touching the ladder. And so it's like, yeah, I might fall. If I fall and you don't, it's not personal, but I do appreciate you, bud. And thanks for coming down here with us. I know you have a special set of skills for hunting and for healing, so that'll be of use to us.
As you're talking, you hear him kind of grunt, just the moving down the ladder, but then the grunt's kind of intense. And Tailor, you kind of step down and you feel his shoulder with your foot. And he's like, "Oh, just 1 second."
Hey, buddy, if you need to shit, wait till we get off the ladder, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a bad time to have to use the bath.
Oh, okay. Can I try like a sliding down the ladder maneuver thing?
So you can run right into him, yeah.
Oh, he's
God,
below
he went
me.
first.
Oh.
Yeah, thank
he
God
went
he
first.
went first.
Cool. Tailor has a bad sense of, place. Never mind.
What's happening to me? You just hear maybe like his hands hitting the walls. You look down, you see his hands. I mean, the walls are very close. This is maybe like a 3 foot by 3 foot circular space. And as you look down, you see his face in the light, which is already like this. It looks like it's almost turning purple. And then just white. And you just start to see his cheeks kind of expanding and his neck kind of expanding and his hands bloating up a little bit, bubbling outside of his armor a little bit. He just puts his arms against the wall and looks up at you guys. And says, "What the fuck is going on?"
Is he like expanding?
Yeah.
Could you cure yourself? Oh God.
Look, everything in my jacket.
Let's get him out of here. Let's
Jacket.
jacket. Oh,
I'm gonna reach into his back jacket and grab something.
All right.
Like under me.
Stealth. Not stealth. Dexterity. Just a straight dexterity check.
All right.
Reaching it as it's expanding. Reaching down.
16.
Okay, yeah. You find this like blue kind of pouch that has like vials sewn into it and 4 corks. Almost like a pan flute, but it's like 4 individual vials, of course.
Are they all different or are they all the same?
You can kind of see the top. There's like a red one, a dark red one, a blue, and a dark blue one.
I'm just gonna force feed him the blue one in his mouth.
As you start pouring his mouth, his sides kind of hit the side of the rocks, and he's completely ballooned out to form it. His head kind of pushing up at you as his body gets bigger. He drinks
So that
it.
did nothing.
His eyes are going to slowly roll back into his head. Pow! His body explodes. The armor drops down. You just see a boom, 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 boom. Penny dexterity saving throw. It's going to hit the rocks, and the whole thing is going to like shake. You looking down, Tailor and Bognak. Bognak's been guarded by Tailor a little bit. Tailor's got fucking blood and a little bit of skin dripping off his face. Bognak got some on his face. He's fucking gone.
I did not sign up for this.
This smooth 8.
Don't step on his ladder. Don't step on that vine.
Taylor's gonna kind of just brush the shit off of him.
Penny's going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it knocks her off the ladder, down the rest of the way. Boom! On the ground, the armor rolls out to be.
He's like, sweet, new armor. He's completely oblivious of what happened and like picks up whatever like fell off and like tries to put it on. I would just imagine that it's like massive
It's
on
got
her.
like guts still on the inside.
Okay, well she picks it up and is like puts it off a little bit, slaps it on. You know that a little blood and skin is not going to stop B. Come on now.
Tailor and Bognak in this fucking chamber that's like shaking a little bit. Small little rocks are falling from the top.
Bognak's like, go. We're gonna slide down. We gotta get out of here.
Give me a second. There's guts everywhere on this ladder. I have
Boom! Bognak gets hit with a rock about the size of a baseball. Oh, get woozy.
I'm gonna like, gingerly walk down the ladder or climb down the ladder.
I'm just gonna grab both sides and just slide.
As you slide down and he's gently going down, boom! You hit him. Both of you dexterity saving throw.
I take some mean-ass dexterity here. 17.
Ooh.
All right.
Saving throw. Hold on.
Oh, question, and this is like a noob question. So when it shows the 2 numbers, is that with advantage? Because I feel like I shouldn't be rolling with advantage every time.
The modifier will have a plus or minus a 1-digit number.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool.
Oh, we're laughing at me for going first.
And what did you get, Ben?
He's getting attacked.
7.
Okay, so you start sliding down, but you immediately hit him. You're kind of losing your grip because your peg kind of dug into the wall a little bit and slipped on the blood. But it's not very big. You kind of hit the walls. It kind of your back kind of scrapes, but he is like sliding perfectly. His fingers are like hitting the different bars going down, but he's squeezing so tight it's like burning his hands. Boom, lands at the bottom. You just get 2 points of piercing damage from the rock scraping your back.
Okay.
But you're all down there, and the rocks are falling down.
Just take the first one.
Well, we're up to a good start, group.
What just happened? Does anybody know what that could have been?
So he pointed to his vials in the back. I mean, he clearly had some kind of anticipation for what was about to happen. So,
Was that like a weird teleportation? Is he just dead?
I mean, he appears to be in multiple different places right now. So,
oh my god, it's kind of like like one of those dark scenes from like a World War II movie. He's just like trying to pick up the body parts. He's like, God, okay, well maybe Inger can do something with these. I don't know. And he's just gonna like take the stuff. He's gonna take like whatever pieces of him he can. He's like, oh, Monty, I'm sorry. But that means no one's going to challenge me for Padawan. Yes! Oh, I'm so sorry, Mom.
Scott, can I examine the other vials that he had? And just, do I know anything
Those
about
4?
them? Yeah.
Roll an arcana check, excuse me. The show, Arcane.
6.
Now, there's only like a tiny bit left, and even you holding up to look at it probably drips out.
What about the other 3?
I thought you did them all.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like I only checked that one.
No, I'm pretty sure you said that you poured them all in his mouth. Yeah.
Oh, he poured the blue one in his mouth.
Yeah, I didn't
say specifically that our blue one.
Oh, you didn't pour all of them in his mouth?
No, just the blue one.
Oh, okay. Well, the 7, these are still a little more advanced.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no time to mourn. We gotta keep moving, I guess, gang. I'll carry his stuff. I put what I can in my backpack and try and wrap it loosely, so it's like there's just not guts in all my stuff.
Gotcha.
Who
Well-
was this guy again?
Monty, we all knew Monty.
Monty.
Yeah.
In the library. That's all I know about
It's
him.
Monty.
He's a book.
Did we
Um,
have another person with us this whole time?
It was like the other Bognak, but like smoother.
Okay.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You know?
Yeah, it's smoother because he didn't have a beard stretched out, and he wasn't a cube or anything. Totally different flavor. Well, I will say, B, we should have trusted your instincts back in the back when we were in the temple. I mean, if we had just gotten that crystal beforehand. So you want to take point? I trust your gut. Whatever you think we should do. Just try to be a little more careful.
Oh, he wants us to die. Okay. B, you're not taking point. That is not how this is at all. Don't do that. Why?
I don't see the reason to
You can walk
stop
in front,
her.
though.
I mean,
By all means, walk in front.
yeah.
But making the calls, I just, we'll vet those as we get to them.
Oh,
The bee just nods, and now that everybody is down there, she's gonna walk over to the torch that was on the wall and pick the torch up off the wall and hold it.
Yeah.
Leader.
Or spare.
Later, perfect. Upstairs in the room that Penny knocked on last episode, where the guy gave her a message to be back. Fetale and Yumi, at a different time, prior to that moment, have just walked in, and immediately on the wall, tied up to 4 posts that 2 come out of the ceiling, 2 come out of the ground, with the rope spreading them out like a starfish, is a very bloody and beat the fuck up Aviv Trath. She pulls a curtain on it, throws her jacket on the back of the chair. Please, sit, Yumi, please. May I interest you in some molten juva?
It would be rude of me to not.
She's going to pull this.
I like the decor in here, by the way. Although I didn't think
Thank
you'd be
you.
hanging trash up.
That's Yumi, I'm so glad you're here. She's going to pour this like blue bubbly drink, and kind of pass it just across the table and sit with her legs across the edge of the table, her desk. Excuse me. I've been watching you, and I think the way you handle every situation is exactly how I would handle the situation. I see a lot of me in you.
Oh, really?
What do you think about that?
I mean, I definitely have a way of getting things done. I don't necessarily want to get my hands dirty, but there's no reason other people shouldn't get theirs dirty at my expense, you know?
Manipulation, that's your tactic. Let me ask you, how was your freshman year going?
Honestly, it's been kind of a drag.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just being thrown here out of nowhere after everything I had being ripped from me, I mean, it's not enjoyable. You gotta make your way.
The
but-
Jougoui have plenty of money and has many years ago discovered magic, and sounds like a bustling town, Santi. Usually sounds like a interesting life.
Definitely was. Although I've kind of gotten used to this whole evil thing.
Your report as Bognak was amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's always fun to, have a little fun at someone else's expense.
She's going to down her drink and put it down and just look at you and pull off one of her fake eyelashes and put it on the table. Take her second fake eyelash and put it on the table. Just scratch the back of her head with these long black nails. Reach over and grab this like dirty pink manila looking envelope and just open it. Pull out these photos, sprawl them out in front of you, and they're all her completely naked and very explicit positions. Perhaps taken around here, other parts of the school. She's just gonna look down at them and look at you.
I think I genuinely just turned red.
What do you think of these, reporter?
Beautiful. beautiful. That's why.
What about this one? And she's gonna slide forward a photo towards you. That's my favorite.
I just looked down at it, aghast. I don't know what to do. I've never been in a situation like this. Like,
oh, she's gonna walk around the desk and
I
grab a
am
knife
screaming.
and stab the photo and look at you and say, "If you want to have your way with me, you can have your way, Yumi." Hands on the table.
oh,
Stop teasing me.
sweating at this point, full on sweat. Like, nervous as hell.
I would just like to bring up that Yumi just had their first kiss with B very recently as well. This is a lot.
This is a lot all at once. Yumi's like, I'm not gonna say no, but I've never been in a situation to say yes. So you take control?
She is going to go to this plant. Looks like an ordinary fern, like at a dentist office almost. But she's just going to break a piece of the leaf off and just like a tiny piece of the leaf. And as she does, it starts playing this like really muted record sounding like old swing, but it's like slowed down, kind of creepy.
Demonic in a way? I'm into
Yes.
it.
Yes. What languages do you speak?
That's a good question because it's more than one. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Quori?
Okay. Yeah, you don't recognize the language. But as it plays, she walks over to the curtain around the corner of her office and opens it where there's this big bed made of these dark red satin sheets and throw.
I'm about to be 50 Shades up in this bitch.
And a giant severed dragon head mounted above her bed.
50,000
That's hot.
shades.
And it's kind of shadowed, and she's just going to walk over to the bed and sit on her knees and close the curtain behind her, leaving you alone. What do you want to do?
Definitely intrigued at this point. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna look over, spit on Aviv, and then I'm gonna.
The curtain's closed on him.
Walk. Oh, it's curtain.
Yeah, she
I'll
closed
still
the
spit on
curtain.
the ground in front of him.
You'll sit on
Yeah,
the
he
ground?
doesn't get to watch. No, I said I'll spit on the ground in front of him, where he would be at, just so he would like his tortured eyes looking down know that I did that.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll follow suit, baby.
Okay, and just to be clear, for consent-wise, you want to involve yourself with the thing she's hinting.
I'm involving myself with the thing she's hinting at.
Okay.
Consensually, I fully, like, Yumi's like, this is gonna be brand new, but it's a whole new world out there, babe.
Performance
Try it out.
check.
I can
Oh, okay.
That's
the whole world.
a performance check.
Rolling that 20.
It's like
Baby, that's a 20 non-nat.
Ooh.
So
Dirty
tell me
20.
what that performance is
That's
like.
That's a dirty 20, Scott.
literally a dirty.
Really
20.
dirty.
Ooh.
And for the first time,
Filthy.
And for the
Filthy.
I'm going to give you DM inspiration for that. So that'll be
Oh,
that'll be
yeah.
a D6 that you can use whenever you want in the future, one time for anything.
the DM liked it. That's it now.
I mean, you introduce this sort of weird situation, and they
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Back to us dying.
As I'm holding the dead body parts of my friend, I'm like, yeah. And by the way, this would be a good. I just like basically this whole time I've been telling them what happened to Artheon. I'm like, yeah. So anybody that sleeps with Fetale, they're not that safe. Like she could get him at any time. So don't involve yourselves with her. Like it just doesn't seem like a good idea. I can't imagine any of us would do that. But
That was one hell of a
She's
transition.
hot.
Like,
He doesn't get it, and B definitely says, "Well, I'll make sure I won't fall asleep anywhere near Fetale."
that's also a good idea. If she's in her room, don't go in there.
All right, you stand in this cave. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, we're heading forest.
I guess I'm kind of the one that is in the front now with the torch. I'm kind of gonna lead the rest of the group over to that student's body and maybe check it out. Per B's nature, she's gonna loot its pockets if there's anything in its pockets.
So there's just a shirt on the ground and a book. The book will be a journal from Michelangelo Tick. And it will be from the year 192 AG. No, 182 AGW. Gotta get my time right.
B is definitely gonna pull that book out and just kind of like roll her eyes a little bit, mad that it's not anything important, and like tosses it over her shoulder. And I'm sure that like somebody else in the party is gonna pick it up.
Yeah, Taylor's gonna do like a diving catch for it.
Okay.
As a reading hobby, secretly.
I'm gonna attempt to pull out the sword that was lodged in the skeleton.
Athletics check.
Vinny's gonna vomit up her swarm. Just gonna.
I help.
Blech.
Taylor's gonna stand up very quickly and like hide the book and then just kind of act natural.
17 on my athletics.
Yeah, add a long sword to your inventory as you pull it up. It's rusty and kind of beaten down, been there for a while. It's got spider webs on it. It's got kind of notches in the blade. It probably needs some refining. But other than that, it seems like a really nice longsword that's just kind of busted up.
Okay, so I definitely kind of like blow on it and wipe the cobwebs off a little bit and turn around and like gesture to the rest of the party, like offering it to whoever wants to grab it because I already have a weapon and my fists, so I definitely don't need another one.
Oh no, I'm good. I don't need another man's weapons. I'm sorry.
I'll just carry it in case I need it. You never know when you need a sword, but...
He nods and like does one of those little things where it's like throws it up in the air and like extends the handle in towards Bognak.
Okay, cool.
Bognak like
fancy
puts it on his back. Should we maybe read it and see why that kid was down here in the first place, or maybe just like the last couple pages, or?
Taylor's gonna read it.
How much time do you want to spend reading it?
How long is the book?
It's got a lot of pages.
Can I roll to speed read?
You could just read the last entry.
Or let's just yeah.
What's your intelligence score? Your score, not your modifier, the big number.
-2.
Oh, that's your modifier, so it's got to be what, an 8?
Yeah,
you can speed read, but that would be barely normal speed for most people.
It's a 6 with the modifier. Yeah.
Okay, so I will give you 5 pages an hour.
We're gonna just walk with this.
Can I? So guys, I love reading. Naturally, right? I love it, but efficiency wise, of course, I would get bored. Of course. So anyone else want to parse the pages?
Yeah, I'll grab it and read the last few pages at least.
Thank you. Yeah, just because I would.
The last few pages are going to be an entrance that is, at all accounts, will do whatever it takes to help Will Hamming, and wants Will Hamming to be happy. And he is finally got the courage to go under the school and find the Fang.
This guy's one of Will's friends. I'll have to ask him about him whenever we find him. I'm still worried. But there's nothing like saying what could have killed him. But I'll hold on to this, and maybe we'll figure out more about Will and the Fang down the road. Or I'll give it back to Taylor and be like, you can peruse it if yeah. I'll let you. I just wanted to do a quick read.
Okay.
B,
we head forward.
Yeah.
I'll start leading, I guess. There's only one direction, right, that we can go, just forward.
Yeah, it's through spider webs, and then there's it looks like it goes around a corner.
Okay, yeah, I'll start heading forward then. I'll be in the front blind.
Okay, cool.
If there are spiders in here, they can track us through their webs, just in case you all didn't know. Be careful.
You want to burn the web?
No, I didn't say all that. I just said, be careful. Their home, I suppose. And can just burn and stuff.
Are we burning the web?
Why don't we use that rusty
He's like
sword?
holding the torch out like this, waiting for an answer.
Calm down. All right. How about we use that little fancy sword that we just got for Bognak?
Yeah. Bushwhack our way through. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Maybe it has magical spiderweb slicing properties.
Is there also a way to go through without touching the web?
No. You can try to Mission Impossible it underneath it.
So all of us would have to attempt that, right?
Okay, it's really small, so you're gonna have to do it at disadvantage. B would be normal.
Okay.
So, just roll me an acrobatics check.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
Lord.
7.
5.
Nice.
So that was you, Tailor?
What? Am I doing it too? I don't
Who
want
did
to
it?
do it.
Who
I mean,
did it?
I would prefer to.
Yeah, me and Bognak.
Oh, both of you rolled.
Five,
Okay, so yeah, you guys go in there and immediately get tangled up in the spider webs, kind of bumping into walls. It's very thick, like yarn. But you get to an intersection of 2 passageways with a mirror and a box of things.
Are you clicking? Are we seeing something?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's around the corner there.
Let me back up.
I'm sensing a lot of spontaneity in this group here. We should consider our next actions a little bit more carefully, assuming we can even get you out of these spider webs at this point.
You're not like caught up in them. They're just, it's like all over you, but it's not like pulling you to the wall.
Yeah. All right, B, I go left, you go right. See you later. Just kidding.
Good.
No.
So B's already heads to the left.
No, I was joking.
B goes running forward.
No, look at the box of things. The box of things. There's stuff.
As she runs down, finds this like weird nook where there's all these old bookcases stuffed in the wall.
So B's definitely gonna call out and be like, "Hey guys, there's a lot of those book things that you guys seem to give a lot of shits about. There's a lot of them over here if you want to check them out. I'm definitely not. So I don't touch anything."
Taylor's going to get a little twinkle in his eye of excitement, but then remember the shame of not reading the book and kind of withdraw a little bit.
He likes to read.
Oh.
It's hard.
I read. It takes me a while, but in a pinch, not good. I have to reread chapters.
And then we'll look at the box of things.
Okay, so you look into the box, and it is a greater health potion, and actually, I think, what is the lesser one? Is it a lesser health potion?
There's so many of them.
Lesser's 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah, it's a
Or 2d4
lesser.
plus-
It's whatever it is, the half of the other one. So it's greater health potion and the lesser, whichever one's the half.
It's a greater and then just I think a regular healing potion.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So a 2d4 and a 4d4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and scoot my way through the webs too, as well?
Well, B ran down that hallway. She cleared those spider webs.
Oh,
She learned from the last ones.
gotcha. All right. Taylor is easily distracted.
Yeah. I think at this point, this is probably the first time Bognak's seen himself in a mirror since he's died, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like looking at his eyes, like one's like dead, the other one's like a cat, and there's like this split down the middle of his face. And he's like, "Why didn't anybody tell me I looked like this?" Like, and I'm like kind of moving my arm like in disbelief, just like looking at myself.
Taylor's
so
I
gonna-
told you it was a knockoff. I told you I did it first. I did.
I'm going through some stuff, Penny.
Taylor's gonna scoot up next to Bognak and put his arm around him. Be like, "Buddy, you are gorgeous. More gorgeous than before, actually, in my opinion."
Ooh.
You're saying that because of the hair. All right.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it any less true.
According to
As
you
Penny
and Inger. Oh.
As Penny makes her comment, she's swigging that lesser healing potion. She's like, "This is the healer potion." In case you guys are wondering, she heals
We
7
can
hit
heal
points.
Bognak's insecurity with it. That could work.
Psychic damage.
Oh.
Cool. why don't we just grab some of those books? I mean, can we just look and see if any look interesting or have an interesting title? And then
They're numbered by year.
What years?
What years?
Yeah,
All of them?
What years are they covered? You can't have all
From
time.
now all the way back to looks like some are missing. They're kind of sporadic around the 80s, 90s. You know, everything from like one. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me bust out my timeline. Hold on.
Yeah, you just had a book with a bunch of dates in it. So now I got that now.
Hold on, I gotta get my timeline out.
Who's putting down modern text down there? That's what I want to know.
Do.
probably the guy who writes books and has been coming down here.
Wow, thank you, Ben.
Some good insight.
Right up.
Nah,
Right.
yeah.
They've been tracking.
I got a
Good
nat
person.
20 on insight check for that one.
It would be all the way from 118 AGW.
Dang it, Scott. You know what I was looking for.
All
You know,
the
I
way
was looking.
from 118.
I was literally going to say 115. I'll take a book from 182 AGW then.
Okay.
I'll take
as
the most present one.
okay, you both notice when you open and look at them that it's a ledger of what
Exactly.
gold and stuff are used for. There's entries like new bathrooms, installations of things around the school. It seems to be detailing what money in currency is spent on things each year at the school in a
But there's a
rotating
book-
currency.
And there's a book that's been here, like, that's logging for recently, so someone's been down here recently then?
Yes, there is a we would be in this. Are we halfway? No. I think we're exactly halfway. Okay, so actually, yeah, there is one filled up that is 230 AGW, and it's filled to the brim because you're on the 13th week, and there's 26 weeks, and it's half. Anyways, yes, they're all filled up, but there is no book for like literally next week yet. There's space for more books.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good.
You think we can cook the books?
Ledger of libraries. Well, someone's out here messing with them, so I'd be thinking it'd be hard to do. But also, this could be they already done the thing, so they just got to see how the process works. But potentially,
No,
I think
so
it's smart if we leave with them, because obviously somebody's coming back down here often.
Yeah, but they could just replace them, like...
We
I
could
think
always-
if we take the one from this year, they won't be able to track how much they've spent this year. They'll lose track of it, so they won't know how much gold we take. So I say we take this year's book, and then take
He
as
likes
much
that
as
idea.
we can.
Taylor's gonna impulsively grab the latest book.
Penny
and
already
he's-
grabbed that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Penny, would you mind if I borrowed that for a second?
She hands it over.
Taylor is going to look at all the entries, and he's going to remove every third digit from, like, so instead of 100, it's 10 for each one. Instead of 10, it's 1 for each one.
In the entire book?
Fuck the whole book.
As many as I can do in 10 minutes.
Okay. And how are you doing it?
That's a good question. Anyone have a pencil on them? Pen?
Unfortunately,
A quill
there is
and
no
ink on
Dixon
me.
Ticonderoga in this world.
I have a quill and ink on me. That's it, though.
Oh, well, we want to make it subtle, so I'm gonna take. Can anyone offer me a little knife or something that I could borrow?
I hand him the longsword.
Wow, this is all right. This is gonna be. Can someone hold the book for me as I'm doing my work, please?
Are you
Anyone?
using the ink with the sword, or are you scratching?
No, I'm scratching off the numbers at the end of it.
I was gonna
There's
say,
no
no.
thought process with this, by the way. It's just, he just wants to do something.
Okay.
Mischievous.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh God.
Hey, Papa.
I give the help action.
Please do. Okay, with advantage, as he's helping you
It's-
steady the sword, because if it
Oh,
was
with
below
advantage?
5,
Okay.
stab the book.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
It was 22.
Okay, yeah, guys, it's a weird sight, but you're able to scratch off some of these digits. Oh, try not to scratch through the entire page, but it is like really old paper, so it is making like cracks and like little strings of the paper still. So it's not clean. It looks like someone is doing this. They don't just vanish.
Is it kind of like he's shaving it bald?
Kind of.
Aha! Aha!
You get at least the past like 3 or 4 weeks of ledgers.
Okay.
I'll give you
All right.
4 weeks.
Satisfied with that.
We could do the math to see how much that would be, I guess, but I don't know if any of us are actually smart enough to know that. So let's just put
So
it.
how many hours do we have left on the stream?
Doing math.
If you guys wanted to see any action or fighting, not tonight. Math. Let's go.
Don't give. Technically, all the fighting is just math.
That's right.
Well, and let's put it back where we found it and keep going. Then I guess, right? We got to get to the gold as fast as possible. Russ saw us, so there's no telling when Evening Plume will get here.
Is that what we're doing?
All right.
We should backtrack and then go down the next hallway. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's like a dusty, dirty corner. It rounds to this long... Let me show everyone on the stream in a second. One moment. It goes down this long hallway, and it opens up where there is a waterfall and a big pool of water with this big wooden pier that goes around the edges around a corner. And all the way at the end, there is this floating bright green pirate ghost who's whistling, just like holding this giant longsword like you have, but a little bit bigger. And he's just like holding in the air as he's like floating, but still walking in the opposite direction.
Weird.
I'm starting to wonder. I mean, I'm sure that pirate was probably part of... No.
Be part of the crew.
I've seen this Sullen Slitter ghost before. Is this a Sullen Slitter ghost?
Yes, it is.
This was Will's rival gang. This isn't... We can't play around with this guy. We just gotta beat him up.
Is Will still around?
You haven't seen
I haven't
Bill
seen
in a
him.
long time.
I haven't seen him. I'm worried Laundria gave him up to the Sullen Slitter, so the sooner we get through here, the better. Let's... Okay. Blasters, what do you think our best chance is? Do you think we scare him, he'll... Do you think if we spook him, he will go get reinforcements? Or do you just want to... do you think we can blast him and get him to come at us?
Quick out of character question: how do the ghost properties work? Like, are they able to do physical shit, or
Is he like a will ghost, just walking through walls being annoying, or is he gonna? Can we hit him?
yeah?
That is
Can
a
hit
good
one.
question.
I don't know if we know that. If we can hit these things.
I feel like you can still beat the shit out of a ghost.
It's just if you're not...
Emotionally.
By beating a will.
I think if you're not doing a magical damage of some type, you will do half damage to them.
Let's just do like a Pennywise thing where we just insult him as a group together, and then maybe he'll like cower and run away. What's something personal about this guy? Does he have a big nose or something? Can we use that?
He's got a long beard. He looks like a skeleton almost, with this big hat that goes out the front and back that kind of does this big dome at the top, but from straight view, just looks very skinny. And he's kind of like
Little
hunched
head.
over.
He's compensating for something with that big hat and that big ship.
So, but he's like... He's like pacing back and forth, right?
Yeah, he's like slowly pacing, but it looks like he's pacing the other way towards around the corner.
I think this might be reckless.
I'm already coming up with a reckless idea right now.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go charge him and grab him real quick. I'm just gonna run at him.
All right.
So,
as
you guys
you,
blast him. You guys get ready to blast. We're gonna try and surprise him.
you
Yeah.
take off.
B, you want to come with?
I'm charging right behind Bognak,
Okay.
and I'm also going to be yelling insults profusely.
Don't yell
right now.
insults. No, don't yell insults.
All right, as you yell, he turns and looks, and he is caught up, not by surprise any longer as you run at him. But quickly, we're going to go back to the bedroom as the
Oh my
curtains,
god.
I gotta mute myself for this.
the curtains open. Fetale and Yumi Jougoui are wrapped up in the sheets. Her body is very cold, very, very cold. And it almost like feels like the room has gotten darker. You can barely see her. You know, you could feel her, but you could barely see her. And you hear a whisper in your ear. I have to go to Summit soon. I have to give my unfortunate weekly update on this blasted school. Come with me. Pretend to be some random student. I see how you disguise yourself. This could be fun. I want to see your ability in person.
So, as soon as she says that, in Yumi's head, Yumi's just like, wow, this is like definitely some kink fetish shit for her. That she just wants me to be like some rando she fucks that goes to Summit with her. Low-key about it, because this whole exploration of what this bitch can do with blood now, like, I've bricked. Let's do it.
She is just going to like stroke the side of your head, but it feels like her fingers are wet, like she almost licked her hand or something. And she just pushes off of you and stands up and walks completely naked around the corner back into the main part of her office. And she says, okay, what are you going to do? Who's your character? Perhaps you want to go as Bognak? Perhaps you want to go as Penelope Flora, and she comes around the corner? Or maybe Inger?
Be erasure.
Yeah, be erasure.
She does not want me to represent her.
Well-
She said no.
It's not to like dive or anything, but is there a reason you're not taking Artheon with you?
I'm confused on why you think I would.
I mean, he seems to be pretty tight with you. I mean, in accordance to how I've noticed shit be lining up at this school.
She goes over as you kind of walk and as you're talking to her, and she pulls the curtain back where Aviv is and pushes his body out of the way. And he's just like dangling, like trying to survive. And she's going through her closet.
Oh, shut up,
behind him.
Aviv.
That makes her laugh. She's looking through. I don't know. I feel like people give Artheon more credit than he is. I mean, he definitely has his territorial thing here, but, you know, I just let him play. He has no pool. So tell me, who will you be?
I mean, we could always fuck with two birds at once, and I mean, isn't
You want to be
Artheon's
Artheon?
daddy in? I mean, isn't his daddy at Summit? Wouldn't that kind of give you a thrill?
She
You just tell me how to do and what to, you know, say to Dad in order to like be up to date, and we could get away with this.
She just stares at you. How the fuck do you know that?
I mean, there's ways of knowing things in this school.
She walks right up to you and just like grabs you by the throat like she's about to rip your head off and just lays this huge kiss on you. And she says, quickly, let's go. She throws over this thing that's covering her long gown and then buttons it at the front, and that's all she's wearing. And as she walks through the door, she puts on these really tall high heels. And she opens her
Mom.
door, and you can
Mommy.
see the red ceiling and down the stairs. And she goes, to the furnace we go, and puts out her hand.
Yes, darling.
You haven't changed.
Disguise self. Yes, darling.
As who?
Artheon.
Beautiful. She takes your hand. She leads you down the steps. There are students watching this go on. You know, see you come down. People are kind of, you obviously are the center of fucking attention right now. She's walking with confidence very fast as her gown flows down the steps. She goes down
So elegant.
to the front, and you see what's his name down there? You see a Blade or Kyoko. Well, he's all dead. Kyoko's leaning against the wall. He's growing some of his hair back after Tailor, and he's near the door, and she just snaps and points at the door. He just pulls the lollipop out of his mouth and goes, eep, and pulls the door open for the furnace library. And she steps in. Some people are studying in the furnace. She's just walking right past them, right in between tables. People are stopping. The room is getting really quiet. Just the bustling of the fire in the furnace. She walks up onto the stage with the teachers' tables. Are you following?
Yeah.
She just looks out and she says, if anyone sees Artheon, tell him he's gone out. And she grabs your hand and pulls you into the fire. You come out unscathed, untouched, into this long, big metal room with these different statues of different gods all around. It's a room, a dome made just for this teleportation. And you look behind you in this huge fire where you see a big carving of Dragontooth on the back wall in stone. And there are like vile villains painted all over the wall, imprisoned, and it's a big mural. What looks like a turtle is taking someone down, and a half-elf is taking someone down, and a lizard folk. There's obviously a war scene of villains being punished, and she's just walking down the hallway. Clop, 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 clop. Her high heels echoing in this hallway. She goes down, torches are lighting
So,
up, and she
like,
just walks.
as we're like walking and shit, I'm just like, so you got any advice on how I should like or hate my dad? Like, I'm assuming you know Artheon's position on that because he's a little bitch and probably spills everything to you.
Just act like a rich, spoiled little baby and demand things, and some things he'll give you and some things he won't. It's quite easy.
Do I throw a tantrum when he doesn't give me what I want?
It's best you don't.
Or do I know not to fuck with him? Okay. That's what I'm getting at. Just gauging the audience here.
You walk up, you hear this stuff going on, but you walk up to a line of soldiers, and it looks very similar to Mural. There's like this like big turtle warrior with a big spear in his hand, and there's this tall, butch, buff, half-elf woman, very pale, long hair that's in a big ponytail that goes over her shoulder and down her body. Different races, different kingdom emblems. And she just looks out, and they move out of the way, and she says, thank you, and walks forward, and she just makes you wait as you walk to this large room where there's a light centered right in the middle. People all around the sides in different shapes of chairs, different flags and stuff. And in the middle, there is a display of heroics going on. Hercules type man is slaying this like baby dragon and pulling it up and eating the fire in his mouth and spitting it out as people are clapping. And you see him, Artheon's father, at the tallest chair. And you see just the silhouette, and he's drinking this drink as he's talking to like 4 people that are asking him questions. And some voice goes off in common about the heroes graduating of 230 AGW from the hero academies of Ravenforge and hero academies of Odoron. And people are clapping, and you hear them talking about how this is the end of the presentation, and we will see the students next year. Artheon's father gets up and congratulates him on them on being the next bastions of hope for the world of Silvernell and for Summit and for human rights everywhere. And people clap, and he raises a toast. And as his glass goes up to raise a toast, Fetale speaks up, and just taps her arm, and he drinks, and everyone looks kind of hesitant. Yes, Landria, welcome back. Right on schedule. I hope you don't mind, we were just having a little toast. By all means, I'm the punctual one. She's drunk, apparently. Punctual one. So they all just take a toast anyways. And she introduces his son, Artheon Hallowchild. And everyone's quiet. And he's just standing there. What is this? Oh, it's just... You don't want to see your son? Artheon? How are you, son?
Well, I've been doing training shit, been getting swole, flexing my shit, you know?
Landria says, I
Beating
bring
people up.
Artheon here today to show you all that even through nepotism, I can take the evil out of these children. Look how pathetic he stands here in front of you, flexing muscles that he hasn't even grown into yet. Sir, I am telling you, this is what it's built for. And he says, the trial is not for a while, Landria. This is a little premature, don't you believe? I'm sorry, it's just when I get threatened with my position, I feel it's my need to show what I can do and show what it's worth.
This bitch. I know what she about to do.
She says, look at your son. I mean, look how happy he is, the joy that I'm putting in them. Artheon, tell them about your experience at Dragontooth. Reform is what we're all about, correct?
Yeah, leadership. Leadership skills 101. How to do it the best.
She cracks a smile, and she winks at you, and you hear him say, this is mildly inappropriate, Landria. You have caught all these people off guard, and this is unfair. We have a scheduled time for this. She says,
Father, you know people should always be on guard, not off guard. That's not our falter, but yours.
do not speak to me that way, son. I will speak to you,
What?
and then you will speak to me. Landria just winks at you. Okay, Landria, you've made your point. We will all note it, and we will see you when it's time. Thank you for the update. Just, wait. I don't feel the same energy that I want to feel, you know? I mean, listen to this testimonial. Is this not enough for you? Your own son telling you that things are great at Dragontooth? And he goes, Landria, it is inappropriate. We have bigger things to deal with. Oh, yes. Yes, your little coup by the Zinzarans. Yes. Well, boy, do I have a treat for you. Dispel magic. Shh! You are revealed. I have his fucking son.
I'm gooped.
He stands before you. You look for his father because he turns against the vile kingdom, because he plans with the racist of B2, that vile man. I am good. I bring you his troubled son that killed his own brother. Ask him what you will.
Me?
Learn from him what you will. Everyone says, yes, the child who believes he is a Jougoui. Ask him whatever you wish. And she stands back and just looks at you and winks. I take it you know nothing about your father's recent activities?
Well, y'all kind of got the timestamp on when I was sent to Dragontooth, so you tell me.
Tell us. Where else does he vacation outside of the Titan Peaks? Also, I just want to say you have full freedom to make up stuff here. This is your father. If you know it, is yours to tell.
So what I'm gonna do is, there's a crowd of people in here, correct?
Yeah. And you could hear a needle drop.
I'm gonna subtle spell detect thoughts on him to see if I can get his insight on what he's thinking about of my father.
Is it a saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Wisdom.
He rolled a 3. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In his mind, he is thinking about how strong Dorivor Zinzarin has gotten at the edge of his life, almost at death's door. He's so old. But he has been cunning, and over time, he has built up friends from B2 who do not like the second coming of the Vile Kingdom, the one that was built by the daughter. And he's planning to get away from the Vile Kingdom and from Santi so they can get away from magic forever. And Artheon's father is very concerned with stopping this because it will create problems for Vail and maybe a war.
Well, all I know to tell you about my father, despicable piece of shit. But I will tell you his hatred for magic runs very deep. Look for him in a place where there will be none. That's as simple as I can get for you. You know what his wishes are. I know what his wishes are. Why do you think I was cast away and sent away?
So you were telling us he has escaped out to sea?
I mean, it only makes the most sense.
Any particular area of the Silver Seas that your father liked to venture?
I mean, I feel like I'm spilling a lot of information here to not be rewarded or compensated in any
You
type
will
of way
be
for this.
compensated, Yumi Zinzarin.
Is he telling the truth?
In what way?
Oh yeah, how long does that mind thing work?
1 minute.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, in the sea area, let me pull up my map real quick so I can be like right here. These little islands.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Focus.
I feel like it's a place that's like semi-close, not necessarily close, because Dragontooth is like on the edge of the world, but a little bit north of that, where it's a little chilly. He's more of a straight line sailor. He's not going to like scope down to the south.
And let me ask you, is that truthful, or are you just making it, is Yumi lying?
No, it's truthful. It's truthful. I'm being truthful right now.
Okay. He says, "Thank you. Landria, okay, this proves a lot more than you say. Apparently there is some honesty and truthful in the prisoners who wish to escape. Yumi
Listen, you
Zinzarin,
scratch my back, I scratch yours.
I appreciate it. And Fetale, make sure you give him something noteworthy when you return." "I will."
She will.
He says, as for anything else, Landria says, "I don't know. Anything else you would like to say to the Summit Council, Yumi? Now's your chance."
Just what Laundria is doing here turned out to be very beneficial. Little did I know, little did y'all know, little did she probably know. Turned out great. Learning a lot. I'll see you soon.
People are talking, and she just puts up her hand and does like this princess kind of wave. Puts her hand on your back and turns you around, leans in as you start walking towards those soldiers in the way to go down that hallway, and she says, "That was amazing," and is going to walk back towards the portal with you. We're going to go to a 15-minute
As we're like
bathroom.
walking back to the portal,
Yep.
I'm gonna like hop into her head and be like, "Bet I'm wetter than you, bitch."
Her steps towards the portal are very heavy as she's trying to hold herself up. We will go to a 15-minute bathroom break. We will be right back. Use the bathroom, grab a drink, ask your parents about the birds and the bees.
Rub one out.
What you gotta do?
We'll be right back.
Oh, Jesus. Bognak.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the bathroom break. Right now, we're about to jump back into Underneath the School. Bognak rolled in 18. What did you roll, Tailor, for initiative with this ghost?
4.
A 4?
Not 1.
Okay. Let me get these other two in. Just got movie for a second. Boop. And... cool. All right, what'd you roll, B?
A 14.
And Penny?
I got a 9.
A 9.
9.
Warlocks do it different. We go last.
Okay, Bognak's first, then B, then Penny.
Cool. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm actually, yeah, I can reach him because I have 10 foot of movement with my
one
freak arm. With my one freak arm. So, I'm going to roll to punch with my new arm.
Which is magical damage now.
Yes, it is magical damage, and I'm very excited about that. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. Where's my pen?
Wait, Scott, did I get a chance to yell insults at him before the fight?
Go ahead, yell an insult.
I didn't think about this. You're skinny and you're compensating for something, you little skinny pirate bitch. Just go back in your pirate hole, you thoughtless little green man. I'm coming up with this as I go.
This is
alright.
this is what we gave up surprise for, Tailor. It's like punch him.
All right, Bognak punches him.
Yeah, punch him for 6, and I'm thinking. Does it seem like I could grapple him? Like, does it seem like I could like corporeally hold him in any way?
I mean, you can try.
That's DM code for don't worry about it. So yeah, I'm gonna hit him, and yeah, I'm just gonna hit him there.
Yep, you hit him.
Actually, I'm gonna burn 1 superiority die for a tripping attack. He's got to make a strength save.
Tripping attack?
Mm-hmm.
Where he gets knocked prone?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
saves.
no.
I was
He
like,
saves.
okay.
Well, he still takes an extra 1
No leg.
damage. Screw me. 7 total damage.
7 total.
He ain't got no leg, Bognak.
Cool.
I was trying to keep him from getting away.
B.
Okay, so am I placed right on the map?
Yep.
Is that where I am?
Yep,
Okay,
you look
cool.
good.
I'm just gonna. Is this water? I'm guessing it is in
Mhm.
front of us.
It's about
okay,
6 feet below the dock.
Okay. I'm just gonna, instead of moving right now, I'm gonna go into a rage, and I'm gonna join Tailor in the slew of insults. And B is just gonna scream, "Yeah, you fucking freaky weird ghost! I don't like you or Will. You guys shouldn't be see-through. That's fucking weird."
You have to throw Will in the mix, man. What the hell?
After this, you're both giving lessons on vicious mockery.
You can also
Right.
Stupid. He's stupid.
Okay, that was a free action.
My ancestors
Um,
have some bard roots.
If I were to start moving down these rocks and going forward, how far could I go? I really want to go in the water, though.
You can jump in the water.
I
But
can.
you'll
Can I jump in the water and start swimming to like the dock?
Yeah, you'll use your swimming speed, so it'll be like difficult terrain. It'll be half your movement speed down there.
And am I losing movement climbing down the rock too? Is that going to be like?
You'll the one right beside you.
Yeah.
You'll go 5 feet over, like 5 feet down, then jump in, and then you just take 10 feet off your movement. What's your movement? 30.
Mm.
So you'd have 20 left, so that you could swim 10 feet. So you'd basically go under the dock, like right here. Right.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
It'd be like
Right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
That's all
right,
I'll do for now.
Penny.
You dash
Can you do it?
action? Because you only bonus action range, sorry. If you're trying to move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay right there for now.
Okay.
That's enough for me.
Just making sure.
Penny's gonna step up to. Oh my god, thingy. Step up to here. Shooting at this guy. 15 to hit? Question mark.
Yes, it does.
All right.
What is
I'm
it?
Gonna. It's. Wait. Let's look at my range. It might just be an Eldritch Blast, but if I'm in range, I'm not. It's an Eldritch Blast. It's force damage.
Okay.
Actually, it's cold damage, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It saves.
Okay. Well, let's take this. D10. 4 points of force damage, or 4 points of cold damage.
You get a sense that nothing really happens.
Okay.
Doesn't even like tickle him.
That's it. I don't know who next.
Oh, all right. So it is him next. He's just going to walk forward and take a big old swing at Bognak.
Oh boy.
Oh, it rolled backwards onto something awful. It is a miss. It goes right over your head, Tailor.
Oh, awful for you. Good, good.
So I'm gonna cast banishment on him.
Okay.
Whoa, wait, what?
Okay. What does he need to do?
Okay.
He needs to make a charisma saving throw.
The days of banishment. Back.
He epically fails.
He's out of
Take
here.
This dice.
Unless he has resistances for it.
So he banishes for how long? An hour?
Minute.
A minute?
A minute.
Up to a minute. Oh.
Unless
I
he's
thought it was
not.
permanent.
Yeah, unless he's not from this plane of existence.
He goes through us.
So you can make the argument he should go back to.
He's going back to the ethereal plane.
Nice.
Okay. So.
So for a minute, he just disappeared. He's not there. I'll make it like a
Cool.
red dot.
So should we skedaddle past this area real quick?
You have a minute.
I'm
Let's
kind of
run.
holding my power, and I'm like, let's get out of here, guys. Come on, I only got this for a minute.
Do we just want to just gang up on him when he comes back? Just like stand there and wait for him to come back and just beat the tar out of him? Or no?
say we
Anyway.
run because this
Tailor
looks
is,
like a big place.
Yeah,
Taylor's
I
running
think
forward.
Well, I don't want him coming back later. Like, you can just follow us at that
That is
point.
also true.
Taylor is not
As-
hesitating and just running through.
He runs
Oh.
forward.
Okay.
It reveals this big room where it automatically changes into this cave of this nice stone and nice castle-like floor. And there are these 3 big paintings on the wall. And you see they are of Professor Evening Plume, Laundry Fetale, and the big ship on the side that says the Fang. And then
is there a
there's
door?
a door all the way on the opposite side, a big, thick door. Big.
I roll perception check on the paintings to see if there's like anything special that I could notice about them.
Sure.
Or, like,
Roll an
if they're just
investigation, yeah.
paintings. Investigation.
I also rolled that as well.
Okay.
At a 15.
Okay, yeah. You notice there's like if you stand at it at a certain angle, kind of close, there's almost like something written in like a vibrant ink that's very, very hard to see.
I also rolled a 15. So I guess
Yeah,
I
you
know
see it
same
on the
thing.
other paintings as well.
Okay.
It's very faint.
I'm gonna, because I'm still holding that torch also, by the way. I'm gonna go up towards it with the torch and kind of shine the torch on it and say, hey guys, come here, come check this out. See if maybe somebody else can get a better look at it.
As you hold the torch closer and closer, it actually becomes harder and harder to see.
Is everyone in the corridor so that the ghost can't see us when he comes back? I feel like, or are you guys kind of scooting on the
from
edge
this
there?
plane, it doesn't come back. If it's from the
Oh, that-
ethereal plane, it doesn't come back.
That was my argument. Yeah, like
Yeah.
if it
Got
if
this
it,
from the ethereal plane, so I don't think it's coming back.
It's
It's
from
got-
another plane, so it just sends it back to his plane, I guess. True.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
after that minute's
okay.
up, it doesn't return.
right,
If it was from this plane, it would just come back.
right.
Cool.
Okay.
So it's
Hopefully
actually
I didn't
gone.
waste that.
Yeah.
All right.
just-
Oh, I
Well,
have
good
an
job.
idea then.
That worked.
If the
Black.
flames made it harder to read, why don't we blow out these other torches on the wall? I'll blow mine out too and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah. Sounds like
I have a
plan.
tinder box on me, so I can still light us a fire if we need one for any purpose.
I blow out the other torches.
The room goes dark, except maybe the faint reflection of light coming from the other, like from that big cavern where maybe there's a torch somewhere. The whole room is completely dark, and those lines and ink on the paintings glow super bright as if like neon signs. And it creates across all 3 paintings, even though they're not really close, a large image of a ship that says the Sullen Slitter. And it's got like a huge signature by a Captain Ornoxo.
Did Taylor recognize the ghost at all when you saw him?
You've recognized this type of ghost when the Sullen Slitter comes to school. You've been here for 3 years. The Sullen Slitter has come quite a bit, terrorizing the school. You've seen this type of ghost. Yes, absolutely. This is the Sullen Slitter ghost.
Is he? He's not the captain, is he?
No.
Should have saved banishment.
Yeah,
Get another
yeah, but yeah.
Oh, I could still use it one more time. So.
Yeah.
Pop it out.
It's true.
Warlock life.
It's my only other spell slot, though.
All right,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
And then also Warlock Life.
That's why when I was like, what are we saying you're casting? I was like, no, wait.
I know it was. For when I was imagining ghosts, I was imagining like this whole like you couldn't hit him kind of thing. So
Yeah.
My
That's
shit didn't
fair.
work.
All right.
Should we
hallway.
keep heading
but then
ahead?
you learn.
He's definitely walking ahead now at this point.
Yeah, so the Sullen Slitter, like, is there any significance to like the way it split up on the paintings, or is that all we got?
Looks like almost like the paintings were all together when this big thing was drawn and a big thing signed.
Do we need that to like open the door, or
We try to replicate the signature on the door, maybe.
sure? I don't know.
I'll
said
try
I
it.
was-
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I just use the rusty sword and just scrape the name in the door?
Sure.
Let's see, sword
Okay.
return.
It's gonna take you a good, 10 minutes, but yeah, nothing happens.
Did anybody check if it's locked?
No. I think people just kept mentioning it. It was.
I'm just gonna try to open it.
It's locked.
Okay.
there a
I pushed the
lock
paintings
on the door?
together.
Like a keyhole or anything?
There's no keyhole, no.
Push the paintings together.
It's almost like a vault, like a bank vault door.
And I want to hold on. Give me a second. You guys go ahead.
Can we
have an
push the
idea.
paintings together?
That kind of door?
As you try to take them off the wall, they're very, very heavy.
No, yeah.
But yeah, just roll me an athletics check, Bognak,
I hope to.
with advantage as she helps
you.
you on the other side.
I found Nancy now.
Well, thanks for the help. It's a nat 1 or an 11.
Do I still
I-
have that thing of water on me?
Did you put it in the crack under the door?
I put some of it.
All right, you got half of it left. Yeah.
Okay.
Go
ahead, sorry,
Bee and Bognak, they're super heavy. As soon as you try to pry it from the wall, it's like nailed in. You get it off the nail, and boom, it just hits the floor. You're able to get all three off and just kind of scrape them close, and one just slides. It's so heavy onto the floor. But yeah, it all fits together. The ship looks like it's going across all three. Roll an investigation check.
Hold off on my thing.
At a 13.
Okay. You notice there are little doors on the side for cannons to slide out and shoot, and one of them is not closed and has like a little orange square around the edges of that little door, like almost like another color. Like the color before was like a green. It's like slight orange.
Can I? I want to cover the doorknob like very lightly with the water, and as soon as it gets wet, I want to freeze it with shape water cantrip.
Okay.
Is it frozen? Like,
Yep.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna kind of gesture to Bognak. Can you break this door, please, for me? See if you can bust it off. You're the strong one, right?
Yeah. I had a 6 on my deck, so I didn't see what B saw.
You should
So
Take offense to that.
Yeah, you can roll an attack on this with disadvantage because it's pitch black.
No, use your good leg.
I was about to say, like, can I
Actually,
use my leg?
oh, you guys
Also
can
have dark vision.
Yeah, you guys have dark vision for an hour,
Yeah.
so you're good. You can see it. So no disadvantage.
I'm gonna grab his leg and help him.
Aha.
Okay, with
huzzah.
advantage now.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. All right, let me go to my trusted favorite item, everybody's crowd favorite, the portable ram.
You just breaking the doorknob off, or breaking the door?
Doorknob.
So we just want to break the doorknob.
Tailor's not the brightest. Yeah, let's do that.
What am I doing?
You're breaking the doorknob.
Okay.
With advantage.
Dirty 20.
Boom, knocks it clean off. The metal's still intact, but it shatters the frozen water around it. But it just knocks the doorknob clean off. It's smooth now.
Can I use shape water to get the water back in the pot?
Sure.
Okay.
Still got
Go
half
ahead.
a.
There's a hole.
It's not
would
even
it
a hole.
be-
It's just the circle is smooth, like someone, silly or puttied it.
Oh shit. Can I try again with the like smoothness in it and like try to have like freeze it and then try to break it again?
Sure. It's kind of hard to pour
Okay.
the water in. There's like no crack though. It's just door and that circle where it went into, but the mechanism is in it. It's clean off. It's clean slat.
This is not gonna work.
Did
I'm not very optimistic either.
While they're thinking about the door,
I
the
was about to
classic
say-
D&D villain, we're going to go back to the furnace as
Normally it's
Landria
table.
emerges with Yumi Rinzaren. And just, she just looks to you as everyone is like middle of studying, looking up at you guys, says, I guess I owe you something now. Add 1 positive point to Landria Fetale, and she's going to go back upstairs to her office and hold your hand and like pull you.
I like that now that they have it, like not before they like hooked up, but like now after that show, there's just 1 point.
As you get upstairs, she is going to tell you that Summit is questioning Dragontooth now. Perhaps the world has realized that the vote on this is kind of cruel against children, and it was kind of rushed through, and there's a new, even stronger movement in this peace period to like do right at every corner. And they're thinking they might dismantle it, and she's worried about it. And she says she needs this right now. If Summit visits Dragontooth at all, then the school is dead, and Villain is dead, and villainy is dead in Silvernell. Joy and the reign of Summit will prevail. And she says, you could have just easily told them that there is a villain academy in this prison. She knew you wouldn't, but she wants to hear you say it. Why didn't you? You're muted.
Muted.
Muted. Just like,
Because what you have going here, Landria, it's kind of a good thing, you know? Especially if you had the right person by your side, not like these other buffoons you've been befriending in these types of ways, I guess.
She pulls back.
I can tell that you think it's nice since you've elevated your taste, though, into something more refined.
Yeah, she's gonna laugh at that too. She's very entertained at you and really likes you. She's going to open the curtain where where Aviv is, who is now dead, fully dead, not gasping for air any longer. She's just gonna push him. She's just gonna like rock, arms tied up, and around his head he's got a circlet. She's gonna take that circlet from his head. And she is going to just walk over to her table and put it down, or her desk, and say, Fendaga is hiding somewhere in this school after we purposely tried to kill her.
Yeah, I was a part of that plan.
To see her survive?
No, in her original murder. She was one of those bitches that you wanted us
Yes.
to kill in our entrance.
Exactly, and you did such a good job. I suspect something else, but we won't go into that. But if Fendaga escapes, she puts everything into question. Now, she's weak now, but if we allow her to get to the other side of the school, which now I know how they're going to do it, as she gestures at Aviv, I just feel over time she could grow strong enough to get past the whirlpools, to get past the gaseous esper clouds that poison. I don't want her to do that, Yumi. And she's going to slide that circlet towards you. She's been paid a large amount of money to buy just enough of these magical items from Bruiser. We took care of that.
Noticed.
So that they could travel through the ethereal plane. Now here's the problem, and Fenda knows this. I mean, we've coated this entire school in metal. You're not getting through unless you get to the top. So easily they're going to have to go to the top, get into the ethereal plane, and leave. And I want you to join them. Take this circlet, join their plan, and then right as she stands at the edge, I want you to fucking gut her. Do that for me, and I'll give you anything you want.
I mean, isn't it kind of risky, me with all these Findaga followers to only murder Findaga in front of them? Don't you think that'd be foolish on my part to do so? I'm looking long term, because I will be coming back from this.
What do you suggest?
I mean, there's absolutely no information whatsoever on her potential whereabouts.
She's hiding somewhere in this school. I surmise one of the ones that are good at tattoos. Perhaps Artazar gave her a tattoo where I can't find her, where I can't use my magic to find her. It's no problem. She's in a crevice. She turns into small animals all the time. I'm sure she's under the toilets, cowering for me. Don't worry. I have my demons looking for her. As we speak, they're crawling around every crevice. If we don't find her, so be it. She has to make herself known to escape. If you can find her before then, that's even more perfect. But even though I like you, and I like the way you taste, I'm not naive to boost your power than what it already is. You will get trained here, and you will be the best villain.
Well, we can both agree on that one at least. Nice to know I'll be taken care of, so I guess I can take care of this for you.
I will protect you.
Consider Findagon dead.
If you get Fenda, I will protect you. I will not let you die. Not yet.
My fate is in your hands.
Try it on. I want to see it on you.
Yeah, so I'll pop the circlet on. Start posing real nice, giving her some looks, you know?
You don't feel anything yet. It does require attunement. It is one of your 3 attuned items if you wish. And you will be able, once a day, to travel for an hour through the ethereal plane. If you're in the ethereal plane at the end of the hour, it'll kick you back to the material plane that parallels that plane.
Okay. Dope. Okay. Yumi's about this shit.
She passes you another one of those blue bubbly drinks. So, I guess we're a team. A villainous team.
Yeah. The thing is, I get a little jealous. What are you gonna do about your sidekick at the moment?
Oh,
We have him.
I will let you handle Artheon. And if Artheon handles you, then perhaps this wasn't the right thing for you to do.
I guess we'll see how I get it done then. This has been fun, Landria. I'm glad we could have these moments.
She slaps her hand on that middle envelope. I'm keeping the pictures. Puts it under her table.
I'm gonna lean in, lick her face, then turn around and walk out the room.
You're going to hear a loud bang in the room as you shut the door. And this big gasp. Okay, back in... back in that room, still scratching at the door.
Okay, will you explain to me what I saw again? Because that totally went right over my head in the paintings. The orange and the green.
Yeah, so it's a big pirate ship that looks like it's like riding a wave or something that says the Sullen Slitter. And there's these little doors that open at the side where these cannons come out of the ship. And all of them are open except the one in the back. And if you look really close when you're investigating, it's got a little orange line around the door. Like it looks like the door is not glowing, but it's got a line.
Okay, I'm gonna try to touch it, I guess. If that
Okay.
does anything.
Yeah, nothing happens.
I can't. The painting doesn't like. I'm gonna like. I guess take my hands and feel all over the painting. There's no like secret entrances in the painting or any like secret holes or anything like that.
Nope.
Can we put it back where it belonged and then press there and see if it like shows a switch on the wall?
All right, so you guys struggle a little bit, put it back up on the wall, but you get it back in their original spot, but it doesn't trigger anything.
So there's nothing underneath it in the wall.
Does anyone have detect magic? No.
We are level 3.
Our caster's not here.
Shame. All right.
I think you know what? I think our friend had it and then he exploded. So
It did slow. No explanation for that as well.
Yeah, remember that was that wasn't even the craziest thing to happen this episode.
There's not anything else in this room besides the paintings. There's nothing else on the walls.
Seems like a boring museum hallway almost. Very bland.
If we broke the handle, can we break the rest of the door?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's just go for it.
Sure, roll your attack.
That's
Yeah.
we're just like when we mean we mean.
I'll
Like
save
a
you some
leg.
time. After 10, 20, 30 minutes of this door does not seem to be budging, but you've dented up a lot of the front of it.
Well, we at least know that the door knobs are breakable, so that the mechanisms are like we can do something with the mechanisms. So, can I how proficient would Tailor be with shape water to where he could only freeze the parts that are like not essential to opening the door?
You couldn't
That makes
see
sense.
inside of the door.
Okay. Are there
Okay,
hinges that I could
No.
freeze?
No, actually,
No.
it looks like the door goes past the walls. Like it's not
Oh.
hinged on the wall right here. It goes past it on the other side.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
puzzle
just
time.
gonna take a weird stab at this. B's gonna walk back into the room that we were in before and do some investigating in there to see if there's anything they might have overlooked or
Investigation
walked
check as they're all looking at the door.
past. Okay.
Just you.
That tells me that we're missing something here.
The 16.
B. I love when they tell you that you can't do something this episode and then you do it. You notice that the water is pouring down in this little channel in between rocks over here.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go, I guess, jump in that water and kind of swim over there to see what's going on over there.
All right, as you...
I'll be by myself,
Put it
I don't
around.
care.
It's okay. As you look down
Yeah.
this channel, it kind of dips and ducks around this corner, and you see there's a ghost floating in the water. One of those same ghosts, but this guy's holding like a ghostly floating crossbow, and he looks like he's just surveying this area as it goes around a corner.
I'm gonna swim back just a little bit, like this way, in shouting distance to everybody, and B's just gonna say, "Hey guys, found something you might want to check out."
Are you
See,
yelling
I-
it, or like how are you saying?
I mean,
this?
like
Penny's like right
enough
there.
for
Penny's
them to
walked up.
hear, but I'm not like screaming. Like Penny's very close to
Okay.
me now.
Okay. Cool.
Like
Penny's moved out
not loud enough
Oh.
for them to hear, but
Good
not
call.
hold me with the crossbow.
Cool.
This is why-
Tailor, does he see, if I move like over here, do I see all the ghosts and like everything ahead?
You can see him cross around a corner.
Alright, I'm gonna freeze okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is use shape water, and I'm gonna put it and fill up the container I have with water.
You're like, okay,
And-
it's 6 feet down, so
yeah.
I don't know if you can reach 6 feet.
No, I have the shape water. I can just,
It's
I'm a
alright.
water bender. Yeah. So, and then if I could I freeze the path all the way down that corridor with the water?
Hold on, let me read something.
And this is what I was saying. This is why B should take lead. She's got good instincts, guys. We just gotta follow her.
That's the animal instincts, not the smarts, just the animal instincts.
what
After
do
I
you-
felt up a painting.
You're freezing it, or you're just kind of like glooping up into your jug
Yeah.
and filling it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm also going to use shape water to just freeze the entire path down that corridor so we can walk on it.
I don't think it goes that far. It is a 5-foot direction that it moves in, or it won't freeze everything other than a 5-foot cube.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't.
Can I do it for, like,
Technically,
each step?
it wouldn't even go all the way up to that dock you're at. You'd have to like reach
Oh,
out and
really?
scoop it.
Okay. Could I do it for, like, each step? Could I like freeze each step as I'm walking on the water?
I don't see why you-
What's everybody's con?
Mine is
Your modifier, not total
4.
score.
Yeah,
4?
4 plus 4.
+3.
Plus
Okay.
2.
It's not strong enough to hold you. Like you would just break right through it.
So another fun raw mechanic: you can hold your breath for as many minutes as your con modifier plus 1.
Yes.
So we could, in theory, just go underwater.
Swim up there.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, who's doing that?
I am for sure. I'll hold my breath because I can go for 4
All right,
minutes.
make sure to move yourself on the map too, so I know where
Yeah.
you're at. Otherwise, I'm like, because right now nobody's there.
We'll be behind everyone, but yeah.
I'll go first. I don't care.
Okay.
Could I actually submerge? Because I can breathe underwater, and so
Yeah, you're water genasi.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll take the lead here. Actually, let me go underwater so I'm not seen, and I just want to kind of scout a little bit.
Sure.
I want to go pretty far.
As you get to about, let me see. Let me give you something.
I see.
It goes around a corner and then it also scoops up here on a little bank. And right where he's at, it's about like knee level. So the top of your butt, unless you're like on the bottom, full crabbing it.
Okay. And I
Crab it.
I'm gonna use shape water. It's 30 feet, so I'm gonna do it 5, 10, 15, 20. Like here, I want to just splash the water as a distraction over there.
So as you go around the corner, you see it goes up onto a little bank, so there's no water. It's just rock.
Oh, okay. Can I do it here then, or like where as far as the water goes that I can reach? So it'd be like
if you look at the map, the blue is where the water ends.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Shit. Probably gonna have to fight this team.
But it also goes around the corner too. Like the stream continues around the corner, but it's gonna be like 1.5 feet deep.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to splash it here.
You can't see that area.
Oh, I am not doing.
Just
well.
crab it under and see if he won't see you.
You can
We'll
try to
save you.
stealth around his legs.
Well, get close then, guys. I'll try that, but slowly, very, very slowly.
I'm gonna be as close to Tailor as I can, so he's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
If anybody is walking around that corner, and if you're not fully submerged, you'll still have a stealth check.
We're fully submerged
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
Fully
I'll
submerged.
hit there.
So we can be down here for like 5 minutes.
So are
Yeah,
you
I'm
are you trying to go around him and past him?
Hold on, before I do that, I'm gonna communicate to the 3 of you guys. If I sense danger, I will splash the water twice. And if I don't, and if I say it's okay to keep going, I'll splash once.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna crab walk. I'm submerged fully, and I'm just gonna go like
All right, stealth check around him.
here. Okay. 8.
Yeah, you bump right into his legs, and he looks down, and
He ain't got no legs.
oh yeah. It's like it just right at the bottom, but it's still an 8. So he's aware, and he looks down and sees you. Roll initiative.
You can't feel that. He ain't got no legs.
Oh shit. All right. Are we all rolling initiative?
Everyone who wants to fight, yeah.
We just leave you by yourself. We're like
Banish.
It's 10.
10 for B.
Please,
Get out of here.
please save the banish.
All right, Bognak.
11.
11. Penny.
4.
Oh, a 4. Cool. And Tailor.
Consistency.
I got a
9
9.
last time.
9.
Hey, we switched numbers because I had a 9 and hit a 4.
I'm all about those 9s, man.
Warlocks.
Let's go.
7.
We do it.
Um, Before we do this, I just want to point out something. As Yumi stands at the railing, walking out of the office, people are down at death's door. They don't really see you coming out yet. The door opens, and it's Laundria, and she leans out, and she's fully naked. And she is eating a sandwich. And she says... She says, which one of your friends do you like the most? I want to do something special.
I mean, you're not gonna fuck with them, right?
No. Why would that be your
Penny.
instinct?
She's a cool bitch. Trust
Penelope?
no one here, Laundria.
Beautiful. And she's going to hand you this little, what looks to be like a little teeny croissant, but it's like pink. and she like teeny tiny, and she's gonna hand it to you and say, "Here, take this, and tell her what you did today. Get the rumor spreading that you fucked Fetale. That'll be so exciting."
This woman
I'll
is
put it right in the
unhinged.
bleed.
She's just gonna take your hand and kind of lift it up to your mouth. Eat it.
Eat it.
I want you to tell her right now.
I pop it.
As you chew, your body starts to sparkle and disappears. You land up to your knees in a creek, and everybody is like looking at you right now, like it's you. And you turn behind you, and there's a ghost fighting Tailor. Welcome to the fight.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's different in tech magic, like exactly 3 minutes
got
ago,
roofied,
but it's
girl.
okay.
Roll
You're
initiative.
here the whole time. You're really just Monty.
Alrighty.
You're just Monty.
I got you, Scan. I see you. I see
I
you.
got a 7.
Yay!
Bringing the band
Yeah.
back together. Let's go.
Ba ba da
Power bottom,
ba.
which is
Ba ba ba.
Ba-da, da-da-da-da.
Ba ba do do do. Okay, it is Bruiser's turn, or should I say King Gob?
Is King Gob now that Yumi here? King Gob, you tell Yumi later. You go, hello. He's gonna go. He's gonna swim, I guess, or he tries to swim and then he just hits legs. He's like, "What is this?" Yumi.
I look down and I'm like, what is Bognak doing?
Who is Bognak? I'm King Gob.
we don't know.
Amazing job, King.
5. Can I
Good
pass
job.
through my teammates or no?
Yeah, there's enough space for you to go around. You can also travel through someone's 5x5 space.
Someone to my legs.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swim like through Yumi's legs, swan legs out, and then
You can be the
There's
There's
first
been a
one.
lot of people there today.
I think
yeah,
I heard.
5, 10, 15, 25. So I can get here,
Okay.
and with my 10-foot reach, I guess, right? Is that 10 feet?
Yeah, we'll say diagonal is 10 feet. Sure.
Yeah,
That's we have never really specified that in Silvernail, to be honest
No.
with you.
cool. I'm gonna roll to hit this guy
All right.
over Tailor. So
Because, yeah, he's still down in the water.
yeah, yeah. Hey, fight up here. Ignore the blue man in the water. 22 to hit for 5 damage.
5 magic. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. 5
Are-
magical bludgeoning.
B.
Okay, this is also a noob question, kind of. But are ghosts in D&D also like ghost type in Pokemon? Like, is there something specific, some type of like element I can hit him with my katana that's gonna do more or less damage, or something he would like more or less?
You're from an underground sewer in a dinosaur jungle.
And
in
we
a
go to
city of
villain school
wizards.
where we learn about monsters.
I will say, because you all are level 1 heroes, which is pretty strong, everyone knows that like stories of ghosts are really hard to take down with like typical punches and slashes and cuttings. But they definitely have some vulnerabilities for sure.
Ice.
Thinking-
Cold.
I'm thinking that
Cold
it's like
cold
didn't do
money,
anything to it
because
last
these are
time.
pirate
Oh, really?
ghosts. I'm thinking they're like B, and they gotta.
She said money's the weakness.
Right, I'm gonna
Just
take
throw
a.
some gold coins.
Oh,
over there.
literally, like this is gonna kill B. I'm just gonna try this as like a free action, I guess.
Mhm.
He's gonna take one of her gold out of her pocket, shed a single tear, and then throw the gold over into that bank area.
That
Where,
was soul crushing.
Right, no, she literally sheds one single tear falls as she does this and throws it over there, and she's like, "Yeah, go get it, boy." Guess she was talking to an animal.
Yeah, as you let's do an athletics check. Let's see if you can get it super far. It's going through those rocks, through that winding channel.
Oh, that was a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you land it
Yes,
perfectly on this bank, and it rolls right to the edge of this vision here. Bing, 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 bing. He definitely notices it. And just kind of looks at it and looks at you guys.
Probably doesn't have much use for it anymore.
I'm just thinking too, because he's a pirate ghost, maybe he would go a little crazy for some gold. I don't know. Okay. That didn't work. So I am going to probably can't get close enough to him though, right? Because my movement's halved.
Um,
10. I can only go 15 feet, right?
I mean, you don't have to swim. If you stand up and wade in the water, it's your regular movement speed.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Oh, I tapped.
I'll be right there on
You
him,
guys
and
wanted
then
to swim.
I'm gonna let's go for electric type with the katana this time.
So that would
whip
have
it-
to be the one you chose at the beginning of the day. So we'll say that's.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
And I'll whip it out and it'll burst into, I guess, little lightning bolts or kind of like a little electric fence, something like that.
Okay.
Careful in this water, guys, as I build around this electric sword. But I'm gonna go for him just to see what happens.
All right.
Swing at him.
Cool.
And everyone in the party dies to electricity.
That's a 21.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll your
Ooh.
damage and let me know the differences in the slashing and the
Okay.
lightning.
The sword should still be magical damage, is it not? Yep.
It's a magical sword.
Yep.
Magic pokey stick.
Love it.
That is 20 damage.
8,
20.
20.
He said, "No, you fool."
All right, cool. Yeah, it slices and goes through his ghosty veins.
Painfully.
Painfully.
Okay.
Tailor.
So Tailor is going to, with his water proficiency, he feels very comfortable in it. He is going to, okay, important question. Does this pirate have any hair?
Yes, he's got a huge beard.
Hi. This is going to be a tricky one here. Homebrew Central incoming. So does Eldritch Bald affect ghosts?
I would say you've been 3 years at the school. You would have known at this point that it does not.
He said, "Will Hamming is still hairy." Damn it. Damn you, Will.
All right. Wait. So my core. I'm not trying to bald him. I'm just trying to use Eldritch Blast.
You
My
can
version
still
of
do
Eldritch.
the attack and do the damage. You just wouldn't have the effect of him
Okay.
losing any hair.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, I'm gonna swim under him. I'm actually gonna do like a little maneuver to just jump in the air and then just go just for flair, of course.
Okay.
And then get underneath him, directly underneath him, aiming right for his crotch. And I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the hell out of him.
Cool. All right, roll your attack.
All right.
Is this Eldritch
It is a
Bald or
23.
Yeah, that hits.
23.
Roll the damage and let
Cool.
me know the damage type.
So it is force damage is 1d10. So I'll roll that first. And then I'm going to also apply
It's
Agonizing
2D.
Blast.
It's 2d10 at your level.
Oh, thank you. So it's 8 for that total because I rolled a
Two
1.
separate rolls, right?
The second one. What's up?
It's actually 2 separate rolls if it works like Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. I think I did that. And then what's the sorry, I'm trying to find the
So what were
ability
your
that I
2
get bonus
attack
damage.
rolls?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like it comes out of your hand or something twice.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's 23, 24 for both attacks.
Oh,
Do
hell
I
yeah.
do I need to roll the damage again for the second one?
What was
Or-
the damage for the first one?
7, and then second one was
So I
1.
believe each one does a d10, right?
Yes,
Okay, so
Yeah.
what was the first one with the d10?
7. And then the second one was 1. And I also add my charisma modifier for each, so it's actually 13 for the first one and then 7 for the second one.
Okay.
And I also have Grasp of Hadar with Eldritch Blast, so that means that he moves 10 feet closer to me. I guess that doesn't matter because he's already on me.
Yeah.
So that is a grand total of 20 damage. Force damage.
Cool. Pretty good, yeah. You see him, he kind of ripples magically. Yumi.
Okay, first off, I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I? Why am I in this pit right now? What the fuck? So I'm just gonna like look around, and I see Penny there in the background. I see Bognak 2.0 next to me. Something weird is going on. I'll poke my head around the corner, see they're fighting this ghost. And I guess I'll just be like, I'm gonna pop into Penny's head real quick and be like, bitch, what the fuck is going on here? Where am I? I was transported to you. What the hell you doing? And then I'll
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. And then while I'm doing that, I'll just cast Mind Sliver on this ghost.
Okay.
Assuming that, psychic damage
Which
will
saving
affect
throw?
the ghost.
Oh, he failed. Nat 1.
Intelligent. Oh, yeah, okay. So that'll be 4 psychic damage, and you minus a d4 from your next saving throw.
All right. How much damage? You said
4 psychic.
Describe how you kill him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I just, peek my head around the corner. I'm, pissed off. My pants are wet. This is gross. And I'm just, essentially melt this ghost down into the water.
And then
Pants were already wet.
Yeah, I thought you said you pissed your pants at first. I might piss my pants too if I got teleported into a fucking cavern and then there was a ghost in front of me.
I think Yumi's pants were wet way before that. Being honest.
Oh, definitely. A little bit bloody.
Oh! What are we... Oh my god.
I swam through your legs. I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's weird. Have you been fighting?
I would like to say the second that ghost goes down, B beelines for that gold piece and picks it up and says, I'm so sorry I did that to you. And gives it a little kiss and tucks it back in her hair.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so hey guys.
What's up?
Now,
Hello, how are you? Do I
under
know
the
you?
library.
I kind of ate a little croissant and got put here for some reason.
Comrade,
You-
it's nice to meet you. Yes, welcome.
Bognak, why are you talking like that?
Who is Bognak?
Just let him have it. He's had a rough past few days.
Oh, okay.
You see tears
What's your name,
in his
sir?
eyes. King Gob.
Okay.
So we have a new
I'll remember
member. So we have a new member. Are you? You don't happen to be prone to imploding, do you?
No, just teleporting apparently.
Tailor, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is he about to explode?
All right. 18.
Okay. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, so get moving. We're under the library. Bognak brought me on this crazy ass mission with no information. His friend was on a ladder with us. He ain't show up. Apparently he blew up. That shit was wild. Don't need to say what
Okay,
you-
now I have context.
Yeah, and it's a hot mess. So let's keep it moving, girl. Also, there's treasure here. So get that coin.
Oh, money. Okay.
Says,
Yeah.
not if I
All
get
I
there
had to
first, and then beelines ahead of everybody else.
All telepathically.
Can we
Whichever
check?
way, I don't know.
Can we check around the
Guess.
corner, like the bank where it's dry, or no?
Just around the ribbon.
Yeah, it goes around a corner.
Check both ways.
I would like to say that I ran in the other direction, not
This way?
the bank, but like the water way. I went that way. And
Okay.
I'm running if I can still run and swimming once I
Okay,
can't.
yeah, so as you dart around the corner, it gets really, really thin. And you... One second. It narrows down into a small hole that's about the size of like a $50, and then it darts off a little downward. We're into this like metal pipe. Like there's like a metal pipe hanging. There's like a couple inches under the metal pipe, and there's maybe like a little light.
Okay, so
We're
I'm
exploring all
not.
type of holes.
I'm too
Yeah,
big to
dude,
fit through
guy.
it. I'm sure. Nobody say a damn word.
Yes.
Can I peer through it then, just to look through it to see what
Here,
is the light? Yeah, whatever.
it
wherever you
goes
said
into
that there was a
pitch
light.
darkness, but you can see through. It starts winding immediately within like a foot in it, and it
Penny
looks like
look-
it's going fast.
Penny looks at Yumi, kind of like sees B run off, rolls her eyes, and she's like, and then she darts off after B.
I know.
She's like, whew, Mama's running
I would
today.
like to say that when they come around the corner, I'm on top of the pipe part right here, and I just have like my claws is what I want to call them.
You're about to
really.
throw.
Yeah, no, I'm like going back and forth on the pipe, like trying to like pull the pipe out of like the wall or the stone.
All right, honey, calm down. Let me try. Step back. And Penny will extend her arm, and then she'll send her swarm into the hole, and they have blind sight, so they can just look around. So they're gonna just go in there and be like,
Cool.
So they gonna look around.
As you guys are doing that, before I get to that, Bognak goes around a corner, and there is a treasure chest sitting in a little alcove.
Damn it, I went the wrong way.
Yeah, that's actually.
All right, Taylor. Shh.
He's like, don't raise your voice.
I was already thinking about it.
I'm gonna investigate for traps.
Okay, investigation check.
Me as well, because I'm with Bognak.
All right, so
we're
go ahead and
homies.
give. So you're helping him, so he has advantage.
Sick.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Is that a mimic? Oh lord.
Who knows?
There is just spider webs in an empty room. The floor looks solid. There doesn't look any holes in the wall for spikes to come out. All the usual suspects looks clear.
That's a movie.
I look at the ceiling for spiders.
There's like tiny ones.
All right. Seems all right. Bognak's gonna approach the treasure chest.
It looks pretty dirty and dusty. Some spider webs on it. Normal spider webs. Maybe a little spider crawls over the top. But the latch, it looks really fresh, and it just ding. And it doesn't have a lock on it.
Oh, so you can just pop it open?
Yep.
Well, I can drop it.
All right.
Cool.
This is against my better judgment. I'm sure this is probably a mimicky monster, but I'm gonna.
Come on.
I'm not that cheap.
Yeah, come on. Oh, you're
now
lifting it?
Now it can't be a mimic. Yeah, I'm opening it.
Yeah, it's a mimic! It opens up. Blah! Snaps onto your hand.
I told you. I told you.
Suck it. All right, the
Whatever,
swarm of
trust,
bugs
yeah.
goes down that little tunnel. Dart in there as B, roll an athletics check on that bite.
Okay.
Can I help? If I see her, I'll help her. If she's still playing on this pipe,
18.
I'll assist. Okay.
She don't need your help. She rips it from the wall.
First
Water
of all-
starts pouring where it was, and it releases a crack, and you see into a room that looks icy and experimental.
Hell at me.
Ooh.
It's a very apt description.
Does my boyfriend live down here?
I
What-
go
that
in
was just
there.
your hideout? What's
It's
happening?
Go
it's
in there, or
it's
just
about like a
crack?
6-inch gap, like parallel
Okay.
with the floor.
I'm gonna
We
start
busted open.
banging into the wall then. I'm gonna take the butt end of my katana out, and I'm gonna start banging it into the wall. So not like the sharp part, but the.
All right, roll another athletics check.
Yeah. Can I also help with that? I'm gonna also
Show
like,
me this
bring
time.
I'm gonna bring my bugs back and she can.
Yeah.
I will
Oh, that
help
was
her.
that was a 23.
B is on a mission
I'm just
in a
standing
tear.
behind them, like,
Right.
let her do
Confused.
it.
It breaks
It's
enough.
athletics checks. I got those. I never get to roll those. So
It breaks
Drop her
enough
over
that
here.
the wall caves in enough where you're able to crawl under this big old vat of something that's kind of warm underneath it into this room. This room is freaky. It's got boxes and barrels and experimental stuff and a desk, a big chandelier on one end of the room, and it seems like the floor is frozen, the same water that's in that channel, and then there's a
that
rug.
you
on top.
Naren.
And on the table is a dead Unarin. Just,
Oh my god.
just the top up.
Wait, that's T because bodies aren't supposed to be, around. Ooh.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
I'm gonna walk over to Unarin because I never got to take part in like the killing of him or witnessing it, because I was with Wolfhard. So I walk over to him and I just give him a little pat on the head and I go, "Disgusting fucking reptile." Just give him a little pet and then I walk back away.
Before we dive deeper into this room, roll initiative, Tailor, Bognak, and the Mimic.
9 for me.
8 for
Be
Bognak.
consistently in there.
Yeah, be consistently.
Go.
Yeah,
You got
you
that
s-
consistently
synergy.
bad.
8
Consistently so.
for Tailor, you said?
Yeah, a 9.
9. And what'd you say, Bognak?
8.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so the mimic definitely goes first.
Does it?
That's always great.
It's got your arm. It's going to try to just like yank on your arm and try to pull your hand in a socket. Which arm? I mean, it's not, but we'll see. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
hey, man. I just got this arm.
Tries to pull on you, but you're pretty strong with that arm, and it doesn't budge. That's the end of his turn. Taylor's turn.
Eldrick, is it bald?
That is open to interpretation.
So could we?
It is a treasure
Can we
chest.
just?
It has no hair.
Okay.
It does not have
It has no face.
I've always
Yes.
felt that Taylor's advantage against bald people was more of a psychological thing on his part. So, in this particular scenario, Taylor, his willpower is influencing him to consider the mimic bald.
Okay.
That's also
You have justified
me.
an attack.
Thank you. Okay, so let me do Eldrick Bald against our bald treasure chest friend.
Sure.
Okay. Big time charisma check. 17.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Eldritch Ball.
Okay,
I
yeah,
have
okay.
to do with. I'll one more time. Sorry. Yeah. And it is 17 and a 9.
A 9 misses, 17 hits.
I thought
Cool.
Eldritch Ball and Eldritch Blast were two separate spells. I haven't looked at your character sheet in a while, but I thought Eldritch Ball was like 3d10 or something.
No. No, he has Eldritch Bald, which is like the normal Eldritch Blast with advantage against bald people, and then you have Baldness Savagery. Savage.
Yeah, you had it right.
Savastry.
Yeah.
Right. Which is what makes people bald initially. So now that you understand my
Yeah.
backstory, so here.
Now it's time to kill you.
Okay.
Right. All right. So D10, 3 plus my charisma modifier 6, so 9 damage.
Okay.
9 force damage. And he also gets pulled in towards me 10 feet.
All right, yeah, it slides out from the wall and kind of glitches into the gooey monster for a second and reforms back into the chest. The chest slides out about, you said 10 feet?
Yep.
Right up in between you and Bognak.
Okay.
Give us that initiative, Taylor.
Got you. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Bruiser. King Gob.
It's just like,
Yep.
the one time I try and be a little greedy. You see, this is why. You know what? I think crime never pays. I truly do. And it's gonna.
He would disagree.
I got your back, homie. I got
Yeah.
your back.
Bognak's going to just unarmed strike this thing with advantage because
All right.
it's like that's a nat 1. Thank God for advantage. And 21.
Yes.
6 total damage to it.
Yeah, you do it and it turns into its gooey monster and just like punches a hole into it and spits out 15 gold and 4 silver.
Let's keep it up, Taylor.
Let's go. I am actually going to extend the gold to Bognak. You've had a rough few days, buddy, and I think you've earned your keep.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I do, and I pull out the little heart that he gave me. So I apprate this too. You know, it's
But
makes me
keep
feel
it
a
in
little-
there, man. You could lose it. I mean,
Oh,
that's the
you're
only
right,
charge.
right,
Come
right.
on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it makes it feel a little bit more humane, as it were.
Right.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Did it die, Scott?
It's dead.
Okay, cool. Well,
Cool.
thanks. You can have some of the gold if you want, man.
No, I'm rich,
Okay.
so
I don't
you
know.
know,
I've never seen you work a job, so I'm not sure I believe that.
He's
I-
really pale.
I'm rich at heart. So,
Me too now. And then we hold hands and walk back to the rest of the group.
As you turn the corner and find the hole in the wall and crawl up, you see everyone is looking about the room.
There wasn't anything behind the chest, was there?
There was not, no.
Okay, just so come up.
Can I make an investigation check on this book over here, or some sort of reading check? I'm trying to
Yeah,
read
there
this
is
book.
a book that is on the table. It is talking about it looks like it's trying to explore where a soul lies within a body. And it looks like different techniques and things tried on different organs and parts. Looks like some parts are signed off by Professor Inger, but Bognak could immediately aid you in telling you that's not Inger's handwriting.
Yeah, we followed Evening Plume into here, right? Is that we following here? Who's the teacher that came in this room first, or in this portal?
Yeah, it's been Evening Plume coming in and out. Yeah.
Okay. But does it have any? But but this book seems to be being written by Inger, or just like signed off by Inger.
It looks like there's a separate handwriting of signature of certain things about the dismemberment of bodies that's signed off by Inger, like its own section.
Can I tell who the book itself is written by?
All right, yeah. Now investigation check. That's good.
Okay, so me and B out here reading books, and
actually, you specifically get advantage, and I'll tell you why if you're successful.
It's 18.
Okay, you don't need it. You remember when you were handed the note the first time to get an item from Komapa by Kovrlak. This is his handwriting.
Kovrlak. Pick up their own bullshit on that. Oh, because he want a soul because he's just a skeleton. That's sad.
No, that's Sazmat.
No, that's Sazmat.
Sazmat. Okay.
Kovrlak is
Lizard.
Lizard folk Dragonborn. Those two.
Lizard folk. There are no Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's one.
Bum bum bum.
Kovrlak. That's what that's wrong.
Oh, and so it's just like he's trying to study how to dismember bodies himself.
It looks like he's trying to find where a soul is physically in a body, or where it might come from.
Weird.
There is a summoning circle on the ground, but it is out. It's not on. It doesn't look like it's been used recently. Just looks like it's happened over and over again in this spot. It's almost kind of like magically burned the carpet, so to speak.
Yeah, can I look for notes in this book about a summoning of some sort, since it does seem to be like we do this kind of often.
As you're flipping through, no, you don't see anything about magical summoning.
Witchcraft. Is there another book on this desk, or another?
Yeah, there's like a
stack
of books up on his desk. It looks like one is a yearbook from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Another book is talking about looks like memoirs of the Bastion Kingdom and the reign of Olivine, and another book is talking about North Wall and the treaty between the Ardinia Kingdom and the Bastion Kingdom and the building of North Wall, and then the rest are just subsequent volumes of those three tales, or three.
Can I look at the yearbook?
Sure.
Yes, I went. Pull that, and I'm just gonna look through that. I'm looking for Numa, Findiga, just anything that might look weird. That Penny is looking at lots of names. She knows a lot of upperclassmen. Anything that she thinks is like sus in this book, she's like, "Who's been in here too long?"
There is like scratching over Fendaga's face. You also notice that there is scratching over Artheon's face and Jessamine Tunnelly's face.
Scratching like I hate, or scratching like no longer.
It doesn't look. It looks very hasty.
Okay.
Hastily done, I should say.
Gotcha. I'm writing down notes. Someone else can do something.
Yeah. Anyone else?
He wants to know if she's in here.
I want to
ready
go
to
over
go.
I want to check out Unaren's body and see what they've been doing to Unaren's body.
All right, both of you, B and Yumi, roll an investigation check.
That's a dirty 20 for me. I'm on a roll tonight, literally.
You're pretty thorough with this room.
Mine's just a 16. Yeah.
You're pretty thorough with this room, but you're finding no trace of anything you know about Jessamine Tunnelly in this room. Under barrels, under table, tasting blood, the way the candles are dripping. Nothing indicates Jessamine. Nothing in the rocks, in the walls.
I feel like because that roll was so good, as I'm like walking around, I walk up to Yumi and I'm like sniffing and I'm like, smell a lot like the headmaster right now.
Oh!
That's what she called me too.
Yumi, what was your investigation check? You said 16?
Yeah, 16.
Somebody has been pulling out Unaren's insides, and there seems to be like a couple empty potion bottles beside it. Looks like maybe something was poured on it.
Like, with my knowledge in the Arcana, would I know what was in those before, like residue-wise?
Roll an Arcana check.
17.
It seems like this is similar to some transmutation magic you've seen before in potion bottles. That, like, your father banned from Santi.
I would like to check. I want to gather bones and give them to Tailor. Like, this is for the dinner demons. And I'm gonna hand them over to him, just like however many bones he can grab. And then I'm gonna check what's this warm, like the thing we crawled under. Like, what's in this?
It's like bubbling with this, like, looks like snow is on top, and it's bubbling red and like eating the snow down, but then the snow is coming from the sides and refilling up the top. It's this weird recyclable thing inside, like a boiling pot, how it kind of curves in when it boils.
Okay, so how many bones did I get? Like, so is it just the whole body, or
Add a femur bone, two leg bones, 4 finger bones, and 5 vertebra.
Get what you asked for.
vertebra? Can I want to going with this whole theme of spontaneity, I'd like to throw one of the leg bones into the pot.
Wait, before he does that, because I was about to say, can I grab like one of the empty jars and fill it up?
As you go with the empty jar, a bone flies past you, dissolves.
Nothing else I've noticed? Just
Bognak or King Gob's like, nope.
Is there a spout to fill up a jar?
There is, on the left-hand side, there is a spout.
Yeah, I'd like to like put a jar underneath and just like use my 10-foot arm to turn the spout and stand away. And see if it can fill
drains into the empty bottle that you found and starts melting the bottom and just goes straight through.
Turn it off. Well, that would have been cool to take with us.
And that's the only bottle besides like a few bottles of stuff on the desk.
We have some vials and things.
Just scientifically, of course. Taylor's going to take a cup of the water that he has in his thing and throw it in the elixir or whatever, the pot.
Yep.
Just want to see what happens.
Burns up. Done.
Damn, I learned nothing.
Is there anything else in the room, like besides the desk? Penny's got the desk covered.
There's barrels, a chest, a chandelier, and bottles of potions or liquids on the desk. That's the only thing left in this room that hasn't been looked at.
I will go through the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hit these potions up.
Does Tailor have any like knowledge into what kind of brew this is, or
Arcana check? And Bognak, it is locked. And
15.
No, it seems like some sort of acid, but it's like magical acid. You're not really sure what exactly it is, but it has the properties of acid at its core. Penny was looking through the bottles on the desk.
Yeah, sir.
There are 3 of them that have stuff in them, and they're all this bright yellow.
Can I look at them? Can I examine them to see?
Yeah, on the side, these have labels.
I can read the labels.
That have 2 of them have arrows pointing down, and one of them has an arrow pointing up.
Okay. Are they any different colors? Are they just...
Nope, they're all yellow.
Okay.
While everybody else is investigating in this room, B is going to be looking for like a way out or a way to continue on through.
This is solid wall all around except for where you just came from. Looks like there's no way in here but this summoning circle. But about that time, the bugs are going to fly back to Penny. And Penny, they're going to tell you that goes on for a bit, like a little raging river, and then opens up into a big thing where there is a giant ghost pirate ship.
My bugs found a giant ghost pirate ship. Is that what we're looking for, Bognak?
Yeah, that's the Soul and Slitter. I mean, that's not the Fang. The Fang sunk 100 or something years ago. It's just weird that they're here off schedule. I really think Fetale brought them in.
So we don't want to go to that ship. We're looking for a
We
different
do.
ship.
I mean, that's where the treasure is. It's just
Okay,
we're
let's
gonna
go.
have-
On that ship
Yeah.
or on the thing?
Bee's headed out the other way now.
It's on the Fang, but that ship's I'm assuming probably in the same area, and I'm guessing they have Will if I haven't seen him. Can you check the desk and see if there's like a password for the door or something? Do you think Culverlack is the type of guy to write down like, in case of emergency, here's how you open up that secret door? And then I'm gonna try and go for the chest again.
Okay, yeah, it is locked, so what do you want to do? But there are actually no drawers on this desk. It's just like a straight table.
So in this chest, is there any way that I could? Is there like a padlock, like a thing that's hanging down?
It's like
or
a
is it more of
whole lock with key kind of situation.
And can I just try to break it?
Sure.
Break
Athletics
it
check.
open
What do
from
you
the top?
roll your attack with your weapon, I guess?
I'll do the same thing of how I got in with the other end of the katana. That was only a 10.
Yeah, you just kind of chip some wood off the top.
I'm gonna do my ice trick. I'm gonna pour some or shift or shape shift some water into the hole, the keyhole, and then I'm gonna freeze it. And then I'm going to attempt to like shift the ice until I can feel that the lock is like being adjusted or changed.
Sure, roll a. I don't think it's strong enough. I think it's just gonna break. It's just gonna.
Well, I'm trying to like jimmy the like like the way that.
Oh, you're trying to
keyholes
use it as like a
work.
key.
Yeah.
Roll a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Okay. Light of my hand. It is a 10.
Yeah, it just snaps. The ice just snaps.
It's like a lock, like a padlock type lock on it.
No, it's like built into the chest for a key,
Ew.
like that classic keyhole.
Yeah. Just bust it, Taylor.
Stopped streaming on Discord for some reason.
Oh.
No.
Oh
I said
no!
it turned off 2 minutes ago.
Who stopped streaming?
You did.
On Twitch?
Which I think she means, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Twitch,
yeah.
I mean, my bad.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's just a pizza. I don't know what's
Oh
happening here.
no, it's telling me I'm still streaming. Anyways, keep going. We can't worry about that. What do you want to do?
It's literally just a picture of a pizza on the stream.
What is this?
It says check out the latest stream from 3 minutes ago. And
Well,
we're
that's
offline.
don't watch the stream. Just play, and on YouTube it'll be perfect. There's nothing I can do during the game.
What is this right here, Scott?
That's a chandelier.
Yeah, that is the chandelier with candles on it.
Hanging in the air. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this yearbook and these potions. That's all I got. Oh, and the information about the salt and slitter.
Okay.
The ghost ship. And then a hit. Are you gonna break this chest or not?
Yeah,
What's happening with this?
I'm down. Yeah, I'll take.
Peg Legandy, Baldwin. Yeah.
Yeah. Bognak is gonna use an old, he's gonna take a bar of soap. He's gonna take the bar of soap and smush it in there, so he gets the shape, and then Tailor can shape the water to it. So he has like an idea of what it should look like.
On board.
So I just want to remind you the anatomy of a key. It goes in and has different things that come off of it. So if you do that and then pull it, it's gonna break all that off.
I feel like that
is
was
it more of a like modern key lock?
I
where,
get what
like, it
I
has-
get what you're trying to do, but unfortunately, you should have just been a rogue.
All right.
It might be a little ambitious here with this line of thinking.
20
Let's
minutes
just take
passes.
let's just take that finger. Let's just take that finger bone, one of those finger bones you got, and just put it in there and see if we can get it.
Okay.
Just the sleight of hand.
I
Sleight of hand.
Taylor's actually a little hesitant about this. He's gonna need some convincing to follow through. Yeah, I just, I don't know, man. We've already tried the whole key lock thing.
Take my
I
own.
like my bones.
I take my own finger bone and stick it in there.
You did.
All right.
Just like Yumi.
Sleight of hand at disadvantage with soap in it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Nasty.
That's 5.
Okay,
Posting that
you
one.
break your finger. I'm just kidding. Your finger gets jammed in there. Oh boy, the hole we're crawling into right now.
Okay. Let's just break the top of it. Fuck it. Like, they know we're in here at this point, right? Well, I guess we don't want to rob a teacher outright. But
I mean, there's a giant hole in the wall right there.
Yeah,
I think the least we can do is steal the treasure while we're here and follow through.
Yeah, follow through.
Out of impatience, Taylor's going to Eldritch Blast the
Roll your
treasure
attacks.
Also, how did they get in here if they didn't crawl through the hole?
Oh, that's disadvantage. Hold on.
This circle we're standing on.
That's a 70.
25 and 14.
All right, you blast the chest open. Insides are relatively simple. Some extra clothes, some regal Culverlac costumes, some blankets, a pillow, and a portrait of a mountain.
Does this mountain have any significance?
It
God.
says underneath it, the living mountain.
Does Taylor recognize it at all?
No.
I can't get it here.
I mean, you can roll a history check.
I would love to roll a history check.
Yeah, go ahead. Everybody roll a
Would
history check if you
too.
want to.
Me
I
and
got a
my
-1. So.
I'm proficient in that shit.
I got a 15 on the dice, but I don't think anything has.
I got a 17.
Bitch, I didn't ask you.
What'd you get to, Penny?
15.
All right, you both realized stories of a mountain in the tundra of Amabit, way up in the air, that has a spirit inside. That it is rumored that this mountain is alive and has been known to communicate with living humanoids, and that no one has been able to figure out for years and years what it's warning about. There's a tale about the inside. Something is inside, how it's been tainted. But that's it.
And there's nothing on his desk talking about how to open that other door.
No.
Oh, yeah, good point. I would like to actually start heading my way towards that door again.
Towards that front door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of gesture towards everyone and be like, "Look, I think our time is spent in this room. I think we need to advance further." And I'm just gonna start swimming up.
I concur. I follow.
Okay.
I follow as well.
Yep, you guys get back to the door. You swim out of that channel, get up onto that dock, go back into that castle hallway type room, the paintings, and all the way back to the door. What do you want to do at the door?
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Punching the door.
Okay.
Does this mountain that we're seeing in this painting, does it have any resemblance to anything that's in the paintings in this corridor?
Not at all.
Oh, wait. Here's
Now
something.
that I'm here, can I do an insight check or something on this
Detect
painting?
magic.
That
I
maybe...
mean, there's no torches lit in this room.
Yeah.
You'll see those magical lines of the Sullen Slitter in here.
Oh.
So you see it when you walk in.
You have detect magic? You mean?
No, I don't.
I thought you did.
Oh.
My bad.
I have an
Got
idea.
my hopes up. What the hell?
But yeah, you don't
Um,
spot anything else out of the ordinary.
Hold on, everyone. I have an idea. Bognak approaches the door. Very serious look on his face.
You want to talk to it?
Barrel horn.
Yes,
Nothing happens.
I am Barrel Horde.
So we've tried beating it. It goes around the door. It goes into the stone. There is no we haven't seen a ship or anything anywhere
No.
that to indicate. And the water behind the waterfall, was it just rock?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can go and investigate.
What
You'll
is
see
this
that.
door made of?
Like, roll a nature check. It's obviously some metal. Let's see if there's anything else.
Let me help you look at the doors.
Yeah, get advantage.
15?
I know things about nature.
Okay.
It's inlaid with gold, but it's like
16.
sanded down, dull-looking gold. Golden
Hey,
metal.
Scott, what is Taylor's relationship with Will been over the past 4 years? Did they have like any
non-existent.
really?
Can't block
Okay.
him.
Yeah,
What is
you've
his reputation?
gotten
Like,
to.
is he-
Will has a reputation around the school as like the moaning ghost. Like no one gives him the time of day.
and just recently it came to light about the whole ship thing, right?
Right, because Bognak gave him the book and he read it.
Okay.
Bognak is the key. Bognak, touch the door.
Yeah. Well, he said I did like what 10 minutes of it, and it was just dented in. It's not actually
Yep.
anything.
Yep.
Yes, the door turned into a prince.
Yeah, I think all we can do is like
Man, there's something we're missing.
these paintings are important. That
Yeah.
orange porthole thing seems important, but we can't like press it. There's nothing we can do with it.
Maybe if you caress it,
You
know.
porthole.
Fondle.
fondle it a little bit, just I'm gonna stop now.
I don't.
So
It's always
we've
the
seen
doors in
behind
D&D.
We've seen behind all these paintings, right? Like, so we know there's no like
Yeah.
nook or something behind them. Okay.
Just on big nails in the wall.
On the one that had the piece taken down, did it go all the way, or like had the weird, miscoloration she was?
Oh, and the
looking at?
little cannon door on the
Yeah.
ship.
Did it have anything weird like on the back of it? Was it like just the front
Nope.
painting?
I mean, all of them, if you look at the back, they're very heavy. They have, like, a typical painting thing where you can move the pegs and, like, look behind it. Like, little, like, the whole thing has a peel. Like, you could put, like, a painting in there, or you could put something else in there. Like a frame.
God, I wish someone had detect magic.
Is there more than one thing in here? Is like
I don't think so.
more than one picture in this frame?
Nope. You can open it and look at the back, and it's just the back of that painting.
Weird.
So Taylor, can I spend some time to just kind of like adjust or like put my hands on the stones and see if there's anything that's loose?
On the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend some time going around the room. There are no loose stones. It's a pretty sturdy cave.
But not good. Not good. What was the magic words you said to get us in here? Maybe those magic words will work on the door. Magic doors, like magic words. It's a witch's, I don't know.
Yeah. These are the words that Will taught me, and I recite those words.
Nothing happens.
B is pissed at this point, and so B just starts wailing on the door, even though we've already established that isn't gonna work. B's just on it, like going crazy, banging on it.
So Taylor's gonna walk up to B. Taylor's gonna walk up to B and then kind of put his hands on her shoulders and be like, B, you have led us to victory all tonight. I need you to reach inside yourself and come up with some kind of instinctive solution here. What is your instinct other than smashing? Give us something. Here. I'm trying to be inspirational. What do you got?
I
Yes.
think the only other thing that I really noticed was the falling water outside, but I don't think that that's gonna do anything to help us at this point.
Taylor's gonna sprint outside over to the falling water, and he's going to freeze the part where it's coming out and stop it from flowing.
Okay, so it's like 20 feet wide, maybe a little more than 20 feet all the way across where it's pouring in, and you can only do 5 feet. So it freezes that, but it immediately just goes around it.
Shit.
Solon Slitter.
Nothing happens.
Bognak's gonna peruse the journal they found and see if that kid had found anything about getting to the navigating down here.
Which book?
Mac attack Michelangelo ticks journal.
Nope,
Oh,
there
yeah,
is
mine-
nothing about anything this far.
Scott, can you describe the paintings again one more time?
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, so it is a regal painting of Evening Plume, a regal painting of Laundria Fetale, and did I say Culverlac last time? I think I
think you
don't
said-
remember.
You said just the sunken fang.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just the Fang, the ship, the Fang. And
All right.
then in glowing writing, someone has drawn the Sullen Slitter all the way across, and it's signed by the captain, Captain Arnoxo.
I'm going to take the sword, and then I'm going to attempt to do the signature in reverse on the door.
I have an idea.
Nothing happens.
I also have an idea.
Somebody help me carry that acid. We're gonna melt this fucking door.
That was my thought as well. I was like, we could just cause some chaos and just make that acid spill everywhere.
Let's just spill this acid on this door.
That's really chaotic.
As they're walking towards the acid, can I just Eldritch Blast the door and see what happens?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, aim that. And try to ball this canister of stuff.
We're gonna need as much help as possible. B, you're sturdy. Help us carry this, and go. We're gonna carry it over.
I don't know if we can carry that.
Okay,
So
I'm
that
Can I
is-
pull something out of my ass real fast?
Sure.
I'm going through like everything that I have because I don't have any spells or anything like that. I have a disguise kit.
Is there some hairpins in there?
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Who are you disguising yourself as?
Well, I'm thinking too. I don't know if I should be the one to do this or if Yumi should try. But I mean, what if one of us tries to look like Fetale? See if that'll get the door to open.
I bet
Well, I
Fetale
don't
would
think
love
any of
that.
us are really like close with Fetale like that to really know her intimately to like get a good enough description, right, Yumi?
I mean, I can just try and muster something up. I've seen her in passing.
Yeah, but with
So, yeah,
graphic
I'm gonna-
And I feel like while they're having this conversation, B uses the disguise kit to put on like the absolute shittiest like
Look at
replication of what Fetale looks like. It would be like Fetale if she was just in a horrible car crash. Like,
could
and
be
I
one
turn
of-
around and
I
it's like
just
scary as
cast
shit.
disguise self.
I love variety.
You could be one of her jackals that crawls around on all fours.
So,
Honestly, yeah.
ensuring that you have the full range of amazing cosplay to terrible Walmart aisle costume,
Right.
nothing happens in front of the door.
Damn, I thought that was such a good idea.
And with that, we'll go to a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and see if the door is the ultimate Dragontooth Academy villain. Let's go to the bathroom really fast.
It's always the flip.
I really
Doors
gotta be.
BBEG.
All right, be right back.
All right, group set.
Hey everybody, there's no time to lose. I'm glad you took a tinkle, but welcome back. We're still trying to figure out the fucking evilest monster of all of Dragontooth fucking Academy, the door! Back to you.
This door is the BBEG, I'm convinced. So, that specific porthole, that looks like it should be open, like that, or like that orange one. All the other ones are closed.
Yes.
In my research on the ship, in my like conversations with Will, is there any significance to that porthole? Are there any like special names or things that I would have learned from
No,
them?
because the Fang doesn't have those portholes. It's not that big of a ship. It's like a speedy ship that cuts through the water. So it doesn't
So
have-
this,
it's not like a
but
galley.
that is
the sunken slitter that's in the picture, right?
Right.
the sunken slitter is the one that's
Painted
glowed
it.
up green.
Exactly.
Okay. Is there any overlay between this painting and the sunken fang?
No.
Like, is there any overlap? There's nothing there.
I imagine, like, with these three paintings together, it's almost like a Harley Quinn spray paint picture of the Sullen Slitter that glows, that you can't see when the lights are on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna start spouting off words because I've learned that open doors here. Gonna say the captain's name. I'm gonna say Sullen Slitter rules. I'm gonna say Sullen Slitter Ornoxo. Ornoxo forever. Fuck you, Scott. For some reason, Scott came to me. I don't know why.
No, nothing happens.
How is
Scott.
how is this? How is the that image different? Like, besides? I know it was different colored. It was open. What else about it was weird?
That
Or off.
little door on the ship?
Yeah.
It just was glowing, or as a orange box around it, like almost like that door specifically was highlighted.
On the painting, right?
Yeah, on the
Like,
painting.
or is it physical? Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
That's not-
You're right here. Right here.
Yeah, I was like talking up that noise canceling shit too. All right, so what was I gonna say?
There's always back where
Um,
you came. You could just go back upstairs to the library.
Stop giving us hints.
Just
Retreat. The hint.
Too late.
Yeah.
Everybody's thinking that I'm gonna just pull what I did earlier, and I'm gonna retrace our steps and see if there's anything that we possibly missed.
Yeah, Penny's also gonna head back, but she's going over towards this.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
go
are-
with Penny back over to the.
Are we gonna just lift the vat of acid?
I wouldn't say the words lift.
So that
No.
vat,
Or
that
vat
vat
of acid.
does span over 10 feet wide, and that hole was like only like 1.5 to 2 feet, enough for you guys to crawl through. So it is much
yeah.
bigger than that hole.
Yeah. I don't plan on taking this nowhere. Curious about knocking it over.
Also, let
Like
me
me.
know if anybody puts their hands on it.
I bet you
On it?
anything
In it?
that
too.
first pirate that I banished is going to have been significant to opening the door.
Ooh, that benefits.
Did I had the
Since
key?
you say that, I'm gonna go. Since I'm in this room with Penny, I'm just gonna be like, I wonder what would happen if we touched it. But I'm not gonna touch it. So I'm gonna take Unaren's hand and rip it off, because I assume it's pretty easy to do with this decomposing body, and dip it in the vat and see if it does anything to his gross hand.
It melts everything, including the bone.
Also, Scott, can you ping on the map which way the bugs went when it went into the pipes? Just when they saw the ship?
It went this way, into that small hole. It's about the size of that narrows down to like a $50.
A piece of metal in
Listen,
that.
So is this area they see something, or can I get a sense of like where they?
It's like far down there.
A piece
know,
of metal
Will.
It's like
in
a
the
hole
vat.
in the ground.
Yep.
What happens if
Oh,
you
just
put
like
metal
sugar.
in the vat? Maybe we can carry some over to the door.
It
Probably
starts
not, but
to fizzle and break down.
really.
Do I know Will's full name?
Hamming.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the door and just say Will Hamming.
Nothing happens.
Opens.
It opens, right? Yeah.
Will you open for me? That was. Can I? examine
Do I
the
need to
structure
roll
of
an
this?
investigation check to go
Um,
back through and retrace all of our steps? If I
Sure.
would
Go
find
ahead. Go
anything
ahead
new.
and roll that investigation while you're going back. And Penny, you asked what about the vat?
We crawled under it. What is
Yep.
what is the stability structure looking like for this thing holding up the vat?
It's
Or is
like
that sitting
up on like 6 thick 2-inch like pegs that are on the ground.
And
Somebody
what is
knock it over into the wall if it'll destroy the wall.
It's like up
Kind of-
against the wall.
Yeah, kind of the vibe, but also this.
Yeah, if we go on the other side of the hole and potentially try to push it through the hole into the room, we can just create
So
a big
the
ass hole
hole
in the floor.
opens
in the room.
underneath it. Like when you go in the room, you're crawling underneath it and coming out in the room.
And
I'm
I'm
saying move the vat to the other side of the room. If it's not like nailed into the ground, move it to the other side of the room and then tip it over into the wall so we can get past.
You're
the door.
talking to the two spellcasters in
I
this
was like,
group.
that's
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
what
I'm
Travis
shooting
said.
I'm shooting the shit with you guys. Like, is
Oh, yeah, I
it
was like-
is the vat connected to the floor? Like, would I be able to push it?
It is not bolted to the ground. That part of the ground is like thick frozen ice. So yeah, you can like try to push it. Well,
Okay.
you'd have to break the wall more on the other side because right now it's not even broken enough for you to push it. You're under it. You're like coming up under it.
Listen,
Can I look around?
beat the shit out of this wall some more. Let's do that.
Okay.
Can I look around this room for something?
What
that
I
looks
was trying
like
to say
this
is moving
cauldron?
it to like this side of the wall. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like not pushing it through where we came in, but moving
well,
it
first
like
of all,
over
what was
here
your
where I am.
investigation check, B?
It was an 8. It was not shit. That's why I
Okay,
didn't
yes.
even
And
bring
then
it
what
up.
did you ask, Penny?
Wait, no, I forgot because I was laughing.
Can I would like to attempt to shape water and just hold like a 5 feet circle
Oh,
of the
well,
acid. Can I do that? Or would
It
it just
doesn't
only
work.
be the oxygen? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Does anything
Alright.
look like any other metal in this room look like the metal that is made of the thing holding? Like this acid's eating everything, but the thing is being held
Ooh.
in. Like how
Yeah.
are they getting it out? How are they putting it in there? Is there anything
there
else
is
that looks
a
like the
tub
same kind
that
of metal?
currently has water in it that is of the same material made of that vat.
Ooh.
It's empty.
A
No,
tub?
it's got water in it.
Dump the water out and it's empty.
Is it like a thing we can, like a tub we can
Simple
move
solution here.
around? Like, or is it like
it's
on
like
the ground?
yeah, it's like a big ass tub. So, but it's not
How do you
bolted to the
give-
floor.
how do you-
It
yeah,
is
it's like, I don't
connected
know
to
how
a
you give it
pipe
a
that goes
stupid-
into the wall, though.
Oh, baby steps, baby steps. Oh, that big kind of pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that big pipe.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna slowly
So- yeah.
start pushing, like very carefully. I'm not going fast because I do not want this shit spilling. I'm gonna attempt to push this giant vat from here, like over to here.
You can't get
Like
behind
I'm gonna.
it.
I pull it.
Like, roll an athletics check.
I'd watch this shit like spill onto B. And
Someone
then
give her a help action. Good God, someone give her a help
I-
action.
I'll
I was-
I'll do it.
I really just don't want to
20
be near the giant thing.
20 what?
25. 25
Taylor-
is nat
Taylor-
20.
She rolled a 25. You hear scraping as she starts to pull. It's like scraping against the ice, digging into the ice. And the acid is just starting to like rock as it's like little bits at a time. But as you're pulling it, it gets stuck like in the ice right at the carpet. You budge it maybe 2 feet. And if you pull any more, it'll tip. But you have enough space to get behind it now.
Can I push it now from the other way?
Wait,
Athletics
You're
check.
gonna push it off.
before you
Not
do
with
that,
us.
It is sitting on a ledge, and if you push it, it's gonna fall off the ledge, spill onto the ground. It's not like a thing we can just slide across the floor. It's on a platform.
before
and
you
it's
do
gonna
that,
fall off.
I'm gonna take the tub. I'm gonna kind of like motion to Bognak, and I'm gonna try to lift it and cover it with the other thing with the same material, like the tub.
I was actually gonna say, Bognak at this point's really fed up, and he knows it's futile. But he's just so worried about Will. He's just been at the other door, just banging on it, just like with his knee, just like by himself, just like oh,
You guys
like
can hear
Rocky,
it echoing.
yeah, like Rocky, like beating up the cow. He's just like sitting there, just like emotionless, just like fighting this door, basically, because that's how Ben feels.
Okay.
So
And all right, nothing's happening, but it is a great cinematic moment. And
Yeah.
Taylor, you want to lift that tub and put it on top of that vat?
Yeah, is it big enough to cover the whole top of it?
It will not cover up the whole thing, but it'll go all the way across, but the sides will be exposed.
So I was gonna say let's like push the part of it together where like the tub is covering it so that nothing will spill out on us. Like it might spill out on the other side, but like but I don't know. We need like one person to hold the tub down. I think this could work. I mean, we've already started moving it. I like the idea. It's like fucking brutal as hell, but if we can do it, then yeah.
Let's just all get
Okay.
behind it, push it over, and put a big ass hole in the ground. Then we can get the fuck out of here.
Well, options.
Everyone down?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. Kick it over.
Cool.
We're here to be bad, I guess. Throw a tantrum.
Oh, I missed. Okay.
Beat it over here, girl.
All right, so
I
get
wanted to-
behind it.
Okay, I help.
What?
Wait, so we're just
Yeah.
tipping it into the ground?
Yeah, we're just tipping it over, and we're gonna pour the acid all in this room.
Okay, Taylor doesn't want part of that. He wanted to. He liked the original idea of moving it to the edge and then making a hole in the wall.
The
But
problem is that how are we getting it off of this platform it's on? Like it's a massive thing of like acid that
Yeah.
we cannot actually carry off of a platform.
I know I'm
down.
not. I know I'm not in the room, but you could push it. You could put some ice under that tub. You could put it on top of that tub, and then push the tub easily with ice, like one of those moving men ads from mid 2000s.
It's
I'm
connected to
talking
this
about.
wall currently, so we have it disconnected from the wall as well. This thing's
I
not like
think-
set up for a thing. We just like don't know how it works.
I think
Alright.
Taylor's also he's gonna step away. I think from this idea.
Okay.
Yeah, the only option is to step away because everything else is in the way. So at least.
Yeah. In that
Alright.
case,
Not
Yumi
doing-
is taking initiative and pushing this shit over.
All right. Roll with advantage as you're getting help from Penny. It looks like on the map.
Yeah, she's over there.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
I'm also like back over here. I never.
Okay.
Yeah.
That did not work.
I got a -1 to athletics, but with advantage, that's a 14.
All right. It's already dug into the ice in that direction enough that it's got a little lip that you guys give it a shove. You knock it over, and it pours right all over where that summoning circle is. Burns through the carpet very quickly through these layers of ice, down about 2 feet into the ice, and water slowly starts rising up from that hole.
Well, we might be sinking, guys.
It's like filling the room
I'm
or
okay.
like
I
just
can breathe underwater.
a hole in the water.
Taylor's
Is
pretty
it-
chill about the whole situation.
It continues to fill up the room.
Yeah, well, if it's filling, then I'm leaving. It's like, okay, come
Yeah, I'm
Taylor's
gonna leave now.
Taylor's gonna walk up to the spout and just kind of like rinse his little bald spot off. You know.
So I haven't made any progress on the door, just pounding on it.
Yep.
Okay.
And now we're flooding the room.
Taylor's gonna casually swim out and then just follow the others.
That room starts to pour in to this area right where you guys were, but it quickly starts rushing down this hole, so it doesn't fill up any of this area.
Did you take a... Oh, I wasn't there. So I was going to say, I mean, fuck it, take all the books. But...
I can go back for it, but I didn't hear
It's
you.
not going that way. It's going a different way.
It's
all the books were in that room. Like, I mean, like...
There
like
were some
flowing
books in
that
there.
way
I have
right
one
now.
of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor does not consider that.
If someone can make the hole bigger, we can just go down the hole.
Yeah, does that hole seem like it is a hole that can be expanded like this one was? Breaking more holes open?
You can't get down this narrow corridor to get down there. You can try just chipping at this wall for a long time.
No.
What if we had pickaxes? What if we had 2 pickaxes?
Are you saying that you have 2 pickaxes?
Like, you have 2
You know,
pickaxes.
yes, he does have pickaxes that be hearing around.
I could actually summon a pickaxe. I have what is it called? Pact of the Blade.
I was like, 7 to pickaxe?
All right, we're going to town on pickaxes on that wall right there.
Yeah, we're just going to make
If
that hole,
someone
we're gonna make
could,
that hole bigger.
If someone could convince Taylor to do it, I don't really see.
You don't have to. Me and B got it. It's all good. Just Bognak, like he's pissed. Like he's furious right now. Like there's not been a door he has not been able to break down in this school. So he just takes his pickaxe, he hands one to B and just starts chipping at this.
Okay. You guys. So there's 3 of you, or just 2 of you?
Hours later.
Yeah, after a good maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll say 2 hours.
Hey, take a short rest while we're doing that, Taylor.
Done.
Spellcasters, take a short rest.
You get about this far, we're like right at this wall right here. This goes under this, and the rocks on top completely cave in, and you just hear rumbling as all of it is caving in. Until everything you've worked for just crumbles, which blocks that stream, and now the water is starting to back up to where you are.
Penny, how the fuck you get out of this fucking place? Like, I didn't come down here. I don't know the way out. Like, get me out.
Shit.
Yeah, we came in through a ladder, and I think that this may be a thing we have to come back to later date. And I'm kind of getting tired of all this hitting rocks and doors and whatnot. So
I'm going back to the door. I'm going to look at the paintings one last time. Is there anything, any history check, anything I can do? Like, I don't know what we can do at this point, Scott.
Pretty simple door.
Is there a history check?
It's a pretty simple door. I should be able to beat it down.
Is there anything I learned about the skull and slitter? Yeah. Is there anything I learned about-
Historically, I've been able to knock down many doors. So
I mean, sure, roll a history check on doors. Let's see your door knowledge.
Door knowledge is a skull and slitter check.
Oh, sure. Soul and Slitter.
15.
This door has no connection possibly to the Sullen Slitter.
Well, so there's it's like that porthole, that thing. Like I'm talking about, like the orange porthole. The one clue we have.
Yeah, you've never seen the Sullen Slitter. And
It comes to school like once a month.
do you go outside of the school to look at it?
No.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But have I talked to Will about it? Like have I
Will
talked to
has
anybody
never
about
in
it?
his passing mentioned a door on the Sullen Slitter.
It's a door.
Let's just
It's
leave.
not a.
Let's just leave. This is annoying.
Penny and I are already like out the exit.
Ladder. I got a
Tailor's
cool book.
Taylor's
I know some
gonna
teachers
swim
about-
back to Bognak, and he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder as the area is flooding and say, "Bognak, my dude, you got to make a choice here. Do you want to put all your hope on this door, or do you want to get out alive?"
Leaving Will.
I know
This
it's
place
rough, but
does fill up, y'all.
Will can wait for now. Okay, we
He's
can
gonna
come back.
die. They've got him. I know
think
they.
he already
You're
did.
going
He's
to
a
die.
ghost.
You're going to die if we don't leave.
He already did.
He
I've
did
already
been
died.
that kick.
Yumi's just yelling commentary from the entrance.
We ruined someone's lab, and I'm okay
Taylor's
with that.
Taylor's going to reach out to Bognak and just hands on his shoulder. Bognak, you are going to die if we do not leave.
Again.
Nag
Will
box.
is going to die. Monty died for nothing. If this comes to no fruition,
Taylor's gonna
You're the door guy.
Taylor's gonna look at Bognak. I will stand by you till the end. I can breathe underwater, but
I can hold my breath long enough to try.
That's-
I can
Fingers
try.
makes up for breathing.
Yeah. Actually, Scott, I think we talked about this. I don't need to eat or breathe, do I?
You do not.
Hey, y'all have fun.
Y'all have fun down here.
Spoiler alert.
Some of us have things to live
I'm
for.
with
like,
Bognak.
Waiting for that to come up.
Yes, I just realized that. It's like, you're a true friend, Taylor. We're going to see this through. As Bognak is going to just like, this door doesn't seem to want to budge.
5 months later.
Taylor doesn't have that kind of patience.
The door does not look like it is budging.
He has plenty of people to build left.
All we have to do is wait for the pressure to build behind this door, and then it's going to be a lot easier to break down, won't it?
I appreciate your resilience, Bognak. But we got about 15 minutes to be left here.
he's
Just
more
in
patient. I can breathe
real
more.
life. Just in real life.
Just in real life. I've never had a party drown before.
Below the ground.
You're not about to.
Beauty about it.
You're not.
We're headed up the
John that he was
ladder.
before.
Yeah.
Bognak, at this point, I will say he doesn't realize he doesn't need to eat or breathe. I have realized that just now, but I was planning on just toughing this out. Truly.
Taylor doesn't. I know you were. That's.
It's so dramatic. I love it, man.
It was a heartwarming moment.
Yeah.
If you could breathe normally.
Yeah, and he's gonna look at these paintings again. There's no loose stone. You said the door doesn't go all the way through the wall, does it?
You can't really tell how far the door is behind the wall, like how large this door is, but it just goes behind the wall.
All you gotta do is take out the frame, and he hands Taylor another pickaxe, and he starts going at the edges of it to knock, just like
So we're
so
still
it can't sit in the.
we're still on dry land right now, right? Like there's no water where we're currently
few minutes.
standing, right? For a few minutes. So you want? Okay, all right, sure. I'm gonna start chipping away at the door. I
Not at
guess.
the frame around it, just to knock
The
that
frame
down.
around it.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
All right, as you guys are going to town, you're actually getting a lot of that door slowly but surely as the water is pouring up behind you guys. You're chipping away from it. The water already comes up to your feet. As you're chipping at the door, a little bit of the water seems to be going in somewhere.
Taylor's gonna say "fuck this" and Eldrick blast the door as hard as he can.
Nothing happens with that. It's just like as you're getting more and more, the water fills up to about your neck in that room. and you last chip, you see the edge of the door.
Okay. All right,
Completely
Bognak.
submerged.
I'm with you, man. All right, so one last push.
Get that heavy out.
So as a water genasi, Tailor is going to use as much body strength as he has in the water, his natural habitat, and just push as hard as he can on the door.
Okay, Bognak would normally have disadvantage on these attacks underwater, so his help is not really, it's not really going to help. So roll an athletics check.
Okay.
I like the idea of Tailor being like, I'll stay with you forever.
One.
Oh, that's natural.
Son of a bitch.
As you kick this door, just as you do, the water completely submerges into the room. And on the other side, it is completely gone around the hallway. Where's everybody else?
At the
We're
ladder.
gone. We're going up
We
the
left.
ladder.
We
Are you going up the ladder?
We've been going up
Yeah.
the ladder before that water
like-
got even close to us.
I was like,
Yeah,
you
we
lead the ways
gone.
out this way. I can show you how to get out of here.
Scott,
We came here this
Scott.
way.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slowly use shape water, and I'm going to freeze the bottom of the water that's under the door, and I'm going to shift the water upwards under the crack of the door, and kind of freeze it slowly upwards into the door so that it hopefully gives way.
Wedge the door.
Specifically in the shape water spell, this movement doesn't have enough force to cause damage. You would
Oh,
have
really?
to do damage.
Bognak is going to point at his feet because he's like trying to stay down. He's going to point at his feet, like freeze him to the ground.
Okay, I get what he's saying, hopefully.
And at this point,
Deserve-
he's still holding his breath, like he thinks he's going to die.
The drum is high.
I'm going to kind of look at Bognak like, you fucking idiot. And just be with him in my mind, final moments.
And it gets to.
And
What?
there's so much together. And I'm gonna hold out my friendship bracelet and be like, I will cherish it forever. And I'm gonna start swimming away.
Predator. So wait, did you freeze me to the ground or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Bogdak's frozen to the ground is just gonna try and do that push again. He's just gonna try and do like he's convinced this can be done.
All right, disadvantage.
Athletics.
Yeah. Or it's just your attack at disadvantage.
Well, I rolled 2 nat ones. What's happening?
Wow.
The god said.
Just
Meanwhile,
wasn't meant to be,
everyone's
brother.
going up the ladder. Tailor swims down the channels and gets to the ladder. You guys get all the way up the ladder to that room that's kind of in a triangular shape. It's just wall, obviously, where that doorway is on the other side. Water is rising up the ladder. What do you want to do?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those Bognak plans. I just kind of go in it and I don't really know what's gonna happen, and then things just kind of get crazy. But you know, the three of us, we made it out of there, and I hope that those two also come out of there. But until then, just gonna.
I didn't even originally want to be down there.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
neither did I.
I'm not the one that poured acid on the ground and made water start pouring in. That wasn't my plan.
I love the chaos.
Bang on the door. I caused
That's what happens
problems.
when you just do nothing and I get bored.
He's
I
not
put holes
saying
in the ground.
anything, and she's just pouting because now that she knows that she's not going to be able to get all of that treasure.
It's somewhere.
We could give two shits about anything else that is going on. That's the
So,
reason I'm pouting.
Well,
What time does class start?
Tailor
You
gets
guys-
up to the room. The water's about 15 feet above where about the where you guys are in that room, and it's slowly rising.
Again, can you guys get out of there? There was no
I
exit.
can
I
get
don't-
out of there. Water's no problem to me.
Water rises up. Tailor looks like, yeah, water, air. The other three look around. The walls look the same. The portal was open from the other side. Bognak, and water frozen, beating the shit of the door. We will leave in that climactic moment, and we will come back for episode 14 and see what happens. Wow, gives a whole new meaning to the sunken fang.
I'll say at this point
Sunken
too.
gang.
I'll
Ha-ha!
say at this point too.
It's
That's the exact moment Bognak is like he can't hold his breath any longer. He's like, oh, okay.
Inside, you hear the inspirational Bognak, reach deep inside yourself, my Padawan. with that with that dice from that beloved. Roll one last attack.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Which, by the way, you are fully beloved with Inger.
Oh, sick. Nice. Okay, I should have been adding that.
C codes.
I'm gonna use a beloved dice. Can I use 2?
Just one. You just
Can
get
I-
one a day.
Well, no, but I get one. I get one beloved die from Inger, and then I have a student die from Venom Run.
You also, oh yeah, for athletics.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have beloved with Will as well.
And you have a beloved with Will. You can literally add all 3.
Yeah. I don't want to.
You have to roll
but I
at
think-
disadvantage though, because you're still underwater.
Need to.
Oh well, I wish it had been advantage. So that's 11 total.
With
I'm
all
gonna
those dice.
No, I haven't used them yet. So here's the first one. That's 13, 15. I can't break at 20, even if I throw more on there. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it anyway. And 16. Bad rolls. Bad rolls.
Water starts pouring heavily around it, and that's when we'll come back next time. So I want to thank everybody on Twitch, thank everybody on Facebook, thank everybody on YouTube.
Thank you.
Hold on tight to this moment, and we'll be back for episode 14. What
Thank
a
you.
fucking episode. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Goodbye. B, you just gotta go.